Let's do it.
Get 4 professional cleanings per year. And if your bin needs extra cleanings in between, it's free.
15 seconds.
They're experts
15 seconds, Cody.
eco-friendly cleaning methods to sanitize your bins and leave them sparkling clean. Right now, get the first month free for the Clean Can plan. Go to binblasters.com. Bin Blasters, now that's a clean can.
Check, check.
Yeah, you guys are live.
Hey, welcome to Dixie High School for a marquee matchup in Region 10 baseball tonight. I want to welcome you into our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Boulevard Home, making your house feel more like home for 48 years, serving Southern Utah. We're at Dixie High School. Flyers undefeated coming into tonight, taking on Crimson. Just one loss in region play. Both these teams impressive records overall. Devin Dixon and Connor Collins with you here, and invite you to sit back, relax. Got a good amount of time here inside of our Finley Subaru pregame show to break this one down, CC, but this one's been building. This is one of those games you circled on the calendar when the schedule came out, and you look at where these two teams are coming into tonight. They're both red hot.
Yeah, you look at the season right now, Crimson Cliff's definitely at the top of their game, doing what we all kind of expected, them being the favorites to go back-to-back here, trying to win that 4A state championship. But you know what? Teams are giving them their best shot right now, and I think Dixie is going to come out here and do it again. I believe any one of these nights, this team can caught up. We saw a couple weeks ago when Snow Canyon was able to squeak that one win away as a one-run lead. So let's see if Dixie can get one here tonight against Crimson.
Yeah, I mean, they feel like they should be the favorite. They're at home. This is a flip-flop. They were originally scheduled to play tonight at Crimson, but they've swapped sites. So tonight it's at Dixie. Friday night in the rematch, it will be over at Crimson Cliffs, and it should be a fun home-and-home series this week. And, you know, Snow Canyon's got a big matchup tonight with Desert Hills. Desert Hills is sitting at 4th in the region. You know, Snow Canyon tied for 2nd with Crimson, Dixie in solo 1st place. So you got the top 4 teams, CC, going head-to-head this week in Region 10 baseball, which makes for good drama for our radio audience and for our TV audience. We're streaming the game tonight on thefansportsnetwork.com. So if you're listening on the radio here on the Fan, I invite you to pop it on our website, and you can watch it tonight when you get home. Smart share it up to your HD smart TV, and then sit back and enjoy the festivities. And I think this one is going to be good. Kaysen Bell on the bump tonight for the Dixie Flyers. How good has this guy been, CC? You haven't seen him yet, but going back to last season, he was dynamic. You look at what he's done this season, just wins games, shuts people out, and the K meter is always ticking on and he's already signed to play next level college baseball down in Arizona at JUCO. So future's so bright, but the future right now in the senior season, all eyes will be on Kaysen Bell tonight for Coach Danny Ibsen.
Yeah, totally. And like you mentioned, I haven't got to see him live yet, and I'm excited here tonight. Guy going with 6 RBIs already on the season, but like you said, doing it with his arm as well. Very impressive player, and I'm excited to see what he can do here against this very talented Crimson Cliffs baseball team.
Yeah, they absolutely swing it, just a shade below 400 hitting. So that'll be a great team offense versus a great ace. Flyers, Mustangs coming up. Danny Ibsen and Justin Abbott are going to have the lineup cards exchanged here at home plate, and we're getting closer and closer to the House Jump starting lineup, and we still got about 9 minutes from the first pitch. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. More of the Finley Subaru pregame show when we come back live on the Fan Sports Network.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
442423 for 1 hour free jump time.
Hey, we are back live. You can see Coach Danny Ibsen, longtime Flyer coach. I remember when he took over for Coach Jeff Messerly, and Coach Messerly left the program in such great shape, and he has just built upon it, and they are a contender every year. Justin Abbott took over in the very first season of the new school. Took him a couple years, and then boom, last year, state championship. Dixie comes into this game 15-3 overall, 6-0 in the region. Meanwhile, Crimson comes in, 17-3 overall and 7-1 in the region. Of course, the Mustangs have not had their bye week just yet. So, you look at the wins like they had last week. I mean, McKay Wright for Crimson hit 2 home runs in the same inning, CC. I don't know if we're going to see the home run ball be a big factor tonight because the wind is blowing straight in.
Yeah, and also Dixie's a team that on the season hasn't really gone yard all that often. They have, I think it is 4 home runs so far on the season. They've been getting bats and RBIs in, just not necessarily going yard here for Dixie Flyers.
Yeah, and the weather, making that a little bit more difficult. Finley Subaru pregame show. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins here on the live stream and on the radio on the Fan Sports Network. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout for our national anthem, and we'll be back. First pitch starting lineups, Flyers, Mustangs coming up.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Hey, we're back. Dixie High School on a still pretty pleasant late spring day. I mean, temperatures are starting to get up there, but a little cloud cover came in later this afternoon. The winds have picked up, stirring up everybody's allergies here in the dry desert. And the wind, again, blowing in about 15 miles an hour right now. We'll see if that settles down. And Kaysen Bell getting out there for the home team. Let's meet the Flyers defensively behind Kaysen. This is a really good defensive team, a team that absolutely knows what they're doing and can make plays behind Kaysen Bell. They have all season long. I expect that to continue tonight. They've also got very good production. Now, Ridge Erickson, CC, has missed some time, but he's been back practicing. And so Ridge is back in the lineup after kind of a weird concussion that he got, not playing baseball. And it's so good to see him back behind the dish, one of the best catchers in Region 10. So you got him behind the dish. You got Bell on the mound. And then you got a great infield behind him with Boston Vest at short. shortstop, Logan Levitt over at third tonight. And then you've got over there at first base, Bartholomew, who has absolutely been terrific. And then in the outfield, you've got Yates in left, you've got Franco in center, and Isaac Zeff in right field. Max Orton, I missed, is the second baseman tonight for Danny Ibsen. So going to be a lot of fun to see if they can make plays behind this star-studded lineup. I mean, if you're playing Crimson, you'd think you got to win in a shootout sometimes. But if you go back to when Crimson and Snow Canyon played CC, they were both 1-0 games. We could see a pitcher's duel tonight, and it would not shock me between these two aces.
No, not at all. I mean, Kason Bell, with the arm that he has, he's able to get up to those really high fastballs. You're looking at 80 mile per hour. So, I mean, it's an impressive what he can do here with his arm. The other thing here that you got to account for Dixie, they haven't had the best chance so far swinging the bat. You know, best luck, I should say. They haven't gone yard all that often. They've been able to get guys on base, so they got to make that work. You're going to have to see some of these guys steal bases. You're going to see some errors possibly on Crimson, which isn't very likely, but things like that are going to be key if Dixie's going to get a win here tonight.
Jager Baldwin will lead off. We'll get more of the House of Jump starting line. Appreciate House of Jump, proud sponsor of Region 10 Baseball. Bell, the righty, first pitch, we're underway. It's called strike, painting the outside part of the plate. It's Baldwin at the top of the order. Ty West will bat second. Ty Maynard in the 3 spot tonight. Breck Starleaf will bat fourth. Then McKay Wright, a chopper, fouled straight back. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. After McKay Wright, who's DHing tonight, Petey Soto Jr., they moved him to down the lineup a little bit. Parker Andrus, Tate Maynard, and Fehi Fonwela. Fonwela has been playing because Trey Evans continues to be out probably at least another week, then the bye week, and then maybe back for the Hurricane Series at the end of the year. He's got a hamstring injury. They don't want to rush it back. They tried to rush it back, and he re-aggravated it.
Yeah, those hamstrings you really do need to be careful with because they're so easy to tweak, and when you tweak them, they just set you back that much longer. You know, you see people end up losing whole seasons because of that injury.
Yeah, and Evans, who was one of the most dynamic hitters in the region last year as an underclassman, has not really played anything except for JV, and that he was trying it out in a JV game, legged it out to first, re-aggravated, so he doesn't even have it in that bat this year because of the injury. And there is a K. That is an S&S Mechanical K. No surprise. Kason Bell hanging up on the board. Down goes Jager Baldwin swinging.
And just like that, first one up, first one down there for Kason Bell, taking care of business.
Our producer tonight, Cody Peck. Our radio producer back in the studios, Rory Brosnan, Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. Ty West steps in, left-handed batter. Ty been swinging a hot bat the last couple of weeks as he has been really seeing it well. And he'll take that one, that missing down low ball one, hitting 500 on the season. And for this Mustang team, I mentioned in the pregame show, 386 team batting average, CC. That is incredible.
Yeah, just a couple weeks ago we were looking at them, and when they were just under 400 there, things are starting to even out just a little bit here as the season's gone on, but still very incredible overall average for this team. And we see it when these guys step up to the plate. The first 4 batters in this lineup here really do scare you if you're going against them.
No question.
Not wrong when you talk about Ty West. This is going to be his
1-2 count now to Ty, being patient here.
4 knocks, 20 ribbies.
He's been very productive in the number 2 spot for Justin Abbott, and no, Kason Bell caught him looking. Kason Bell looks dialed in right now. Another S&S Mechanical strikeout for the Dixie Hurler. Got to give a shout out to my guy Roger Christensen, a longtime PA announcer. I mean, we come to Dixie High School, they simply treat us the best. I mean, Roger comes up to me, hey, what do you want to drink? I'll take a Mountain Dew. He hands me a Chick-fil-A sandwich. CC got drink and a sandwich. Cody, our producer, even got fed tonight. Roger's the best in the business, taking care of the local media. And if you come to the ballpark to watch the Dixie game, great public address announcer. First pitch in, and that's a strike again. I mean, Bell looks pinpoint right now. Comes to plate. That one looked like a hard slider that just dipped low in the zone, and a good stop by Ridge Erickson. And it's 1-1 quickly here to Maynard.
Yeah, he's just trying to find his pitching right now against him, man. He's found his way in these first 2 batters. Let's see if he can get a 3rd strikeout here.
And that's a chopper, and it's Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Can appreciate Boulevard Home Furnishings, our title sponsor for baseball here on the simulcast tonight. Coming at you on the Fan, 99.5, 95.3 in St. George, 93.1. What's up there in Iron County? And, of course, the live stream tonight on the fansportsnetwork.com. Bell rocks, fires, and top of the zone doesn't get the call.
Ooh, that was a close one there, Double D. From up here, it looked like that one might be called strike just outside, up and right there for him.
Well, he has been all over the zone. That's the first time he went elevated with the fastball and didn't get the call. But a swing and a miss, and he got him anyway. They'll throw it down to first, but he missed everything. And how about 3 strikeouts? He strikes out the side. Case and Bell with 3 S&S Mechanical strikeouts. We are underway in a big way here. We'll come back, set the defense for you, talk about the Mustang starting pitcher tonight. No score through half an inning from Dixie High.
Appliance Wholesalers Plus are the playmakers in the appliance business. Need new appliances? Then stop by their showroom and save money and buy right from the distributors at AWP. They are open to the public across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. And stay tuned for the AWP Playmaker of the Game. Thursday's Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. Hearst General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Hey everybody, Jason Baum here with Bay Equity Home Loans. Give me a call. Let's get you truly educated on what's really going on and how you can take advantage of this current market.
Bay Equity LLC, NMLS 76988 and 12526390, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
We are back live here, Dixie Flyers, downtown St. George, the original school here, opening in 1919, and Javen Ross gets the ball for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. They are the defending state champs, and Ross, 1.14 ERA, 3-0 in 6 appearances, and Ross, through 24 2/3 innings of work, has given up just 6 hits, 8 runs. He's struck out 42, and he's walked 16. Some really impressive numbers for the lefty for the Mustangs.
Yeah, we've seen this mound here already for Crimson Cliffs this season. They got a couple of guys who are really able to put it together. The other night we got to see Mesa combine with a no-hitter. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Ross is going to do here for Dixie. Hopefully we get some big hits, and on a night where the wind's pushing the ball towards us a little bit, let's see if somebody can fight the odds.
Yeah, we'll see, and we've seen Ross a few times, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And Ross, I mean, I've seen Javen throwing since he was a 3rd grader. But that was in 3rd grade, throwing a football and catching a football. He grew up loving football. Through 7th, 8th grade, really had a lot of fun. And then, as he got into, middle school and then into high school, fell in love with the game of baseball, gave up football, and look at him now with the numbers that I just mentioned. He gets a little bump from all of his teammates in the infield, and they are ready to go, and it'll be Yates stepping in to lead off for the Flyers. Let's set the defense. Starley behind the plate, Ross on the mound, Maynard at 3rd, Soto Jr. at short. The other Maynard, they're twins, at 2nd, Parker Andrus at 1st. Outfield, Fonwela in left, West in center, and Jager Baldwin in right. And the lefty southpaw pitcher for the Mustangs, ready to deliver the first pitch of the night. We'll keep tracking our AWP Playmaker play of the game. How about striking out the side to start the inning for Case and Bell? That's our top nominee, but that was a pretty impressive way to start it, and we'll have to make a note of that depending on how this flows. We'll name it officially in our post-game show a little bit later on tonight. Wind is howling, helping the pitchers a little bit. It's coming straight in from center field. Breaking ball lifted by Yates into center field. Wind is affecting it, but no problem out there in center as West tracks it down for out number 1.
Yeah, nice way to track that ball. Because
shadow of his older brother, who I saw hit and called games where he walked off state championship games numerous times, walked off regular season games, just had a flair for the dramatics, always making big plays. And Boston Vest is going to foul that second pitch.
Tracked by Crimson Cliffs, but somebody who's trying to hit methodically, trying to get it right into that gap over the over the second baseman there.
The senior Blake Watson steps in. What a season he's having. 482. Leads the team in RBIs. He's got 26. 1 dinger, 1 triple, 10 doubles. So he's hitting some alleyways and get some extra base hits this year. And that one missing, ball 1. So both pitchers have looked sharp so far. Bell in the top half of the first inning, 3 consecutive strikeouts. And now Ross looks in command as he's got 2 pop-up. Well, pop-up and a line-out. Looking for his first SNS mechanical strike. I appreciate SNS. If you call before May 1st, get 20% off your spring AC tune-up. All the details on the website, ssairconditioning.com. Don't want to wait till it's hot and have it broke. Just get it serviced. Swing and a miss. And that one had some movement dropping down in the zone, and Watson couldn't find it.
Yeah, we're starting to see here. I mean, he's had some good help from his team in this inning with the fielding. Let's see if he can put this out away here with a couple strikes.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Javen Ross. The lefty delivers a swing, and it's a chopper, and it's foul into the Dixie dugout and pops back out on the field, so Javen will go and get it. Good defense behind him. Wind blowing straight in. Almost might give the pitchers a little more confidence knowing they're throwing downwind. I know when I step up on a golf hole and I got a 20-mile-an-hour wind at my back, it's like just be aggressive and hit it solid, and it's going to go 350, right, CC? That's about how far you hit your drive.
Yeah, on a good day, right? Yeah. But like you said, you just got to play with the elements Mother Nature provides.
And he got him. He took a little off that bender, and a swing and a miss. There's the first SNS mechanical strikeout for Javen Ross. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base through 1 inning. Will we have a pitcher's duel tonight? We'll stick around and see. Coming at you on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Glad you're with us tonight. No matter how you are listening or watching, Devin Dixon and Connor Collins hanging out with you here. And Flyers Crimson, well, through 1 full inning, Javen Ross and Kason Bell looking really, really sharp out there on the mound. I was never a pitcher, but I've always appreciated good pitching. And you love the shootouts, you love the 6-5 or the 8-7 type game with the direction.
Yeah, bro, appreciate that. Thank you.
Rod's delivering more Chick-fil-A.
The best in the business.
Yes, no question.
But no, I mean, you mentioned it, Devin. Some of these games you get down to it, the pitching really is the hugest difference, and it could be one of those where it's just that one hit.
Still a couple weeks to go with the state tournament being May 14th to the 20th up at UVU and BYU this year. And quickly, all of a sudden, Rex Starley's down in the count 0-2 as Bell just continues to rock as he comes up empty.
Yeah, and just like that, Kate Ace coming right back at you, man. That might have to be the new wing, Case the Ace.
Impressive stuff. to say the least. From Kason Bell, 4 batters, 4 strikeouts, and 14 pitches total.
Yeah, I was going to say,
there's a first ball touched off the bat. It's a playable ball. Throw over to first in time. Really good dig by Bartholomew over there at first base to scoop that off the dirt.
Yeah, that one right there looked like for a second you thought he was going to beat it out. Just was able to catch up to him there.
The last time Crimson took the diamond against Pineview.
It's really good defense there, no question about it.
Does a great job controlling that, and a good stick for Bartholomew over there first.
And first pitch there, in for a called strike, and 0-1 the count here on P.D. Soto Jr. And a chopper right up the middle. Oh, and Boston Vest looks like he didn't get to it. Was he slipping, CC? We're going to have to take a look at that one again on the replay.
Yeah, I think he tried to go down, and it just bounced right over his glove there.
Oh, just missed it. It popped over the glove.
Yeah, just looked like he was going towards second. Looked like it was hit well, but he had time to get to it. And it looked like the foot just slipped, and it just, as he stabbed at it, came up inches short of fielding that ground ball. So it's going to be a hit. First hit of the game off Kason Bell up the middle. And here's Parker Andrus. Andrus stepping in. Big, strong first baseman, and that one fouled down the third baseline. Andrus comes in this season hitting .317, 2 home runs.
Yeah, this is part of that Crimson Cliffs lineup we talked about, where they have a bunch of guys who can just go out there and hit you with some power hits, connect with some real contact here.
No score here on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Wilkinson's always likes it when we light up the scoreboard, but I don't mind a little low-scoring affair once in a while. A swing and a miss, and Andrus can't find that one. Good movement down in the zone from Dixie pitcher Kason Bell. He looks lights out right now, but he does have his first base runner of the game on the hit by P.D. Soto Jr. Base is slow just a little bit. Not paying too much attention to P.D. And check swing, and that was a hard slider that was down and away, and a really good stop by Ridge Erickson.
Yeah, and you want to be careful, especially with
the snap throw. Soto is back just in time, though. He was kind of taking a little bit bigger leash because Bell hadn't been paying much attention, and then all of a sudden that snap throw, a pretty good pickoff move, but Soto good quickness to get back diving head first to the first base bag.
He's thinking about it, edging off here.
Bell ready. Kind of a flat brim, low on the eyebrows. Bender, Soto goes, and I think they got him. Yes, they did. Been caught stealing. One of the great songs from Jane's Addiction. Now one of the great things right now is the first base run of the game is erased, and that'll do it for the second. The top half of the second, no runs on 1 hit, and nobody left on base as the beautiful throwdown by Ridge Erickson catches Soto. Wow, that was a bang-bang play.
Just like that, and this is why we talked about it, the importance of getting your catcher back, because you got to be able to make those plays. He saw Soto taking off, gunned him down.
No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll go to the bottom of the second when we come back on the Fan Sports Network and streaming this game on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the...
Hello?
Well, give up that 1 hit, but how about the catcher, Ridge Erickson, mowing him down as Soto tried to swipe second, and now Javen Ross can go back to work.
Yeah, you thought that Soto for a second he was going to be able to make it, but Erickson in his first game back from that little concussion he suffered, the little head injury, makes that beautiful, beautiful play down to second base.
You look at the team pitching stats for Crimson Cliffs. Their team ERA is 2.08. How good is that? And Bo Sampson, who was kind of the hero and pitched the state championship game last year in the final win of the year to beat Snow Canyon, has a little bit of an elevated ERA right now because he played a couple big schools and got roughed up by American Fork in one game, and he's got a 3.68 ERA. You know that's going to continue to come down.
Yeah, I think that it's going to, like you said, continue to come down. And the way he's been going here tonight, just another one fouled right off the edge there.
And Bo Sampson will probably pitch on Friday. And then, you know, how about 1.49 the team ERA? I mean, between Logan Levitt and Whitney and Bell. Bell comes in 0.50 ERA. Cooper Bartholomew got a 2.58 ERA. I mean, really solid stuff. And swing and a miss and down on strikes. That's another SNS mechanical strikeout. The second of the night for Javen Ross.
Got a feeling we might see a lot of these here tonight between these two pitchers, and whoever else, like we just mentioned, might come up. Bartholomew could be somebody we see come in here, and maybe even Whitley to close us out.
Yeah. See what the plan ends up being. They're going to ride Case and Bell as long, and he's been very efficient. I mean, through 2 innings of work, he's only thrown 21 pitches. Yeah, you might not want to go the max. All right, we're back here live. Apologize, we temporarily lost our internet, and we're back up and running. Apologize for that.
LLC,
Big
NMLS
play there, second
CC, and 1252639 equal opportunity lender.
Yep, and
really good throw there. And so now all of a sudden 2 outs. You erase the leadoff runner, kind of what we saw last inning with Petey Soto getting thrown out at second base. And now you got 1 on and 2 outs. And now the Flyers trying to get a little 2-out rally. Brought to you by our friends at Rally Stop, proud sponsor of Region 10 Baseball here on the Fan Sports Network. Your home for Region 10 Baseball all season long through the state tournament. We're streaming the entire state tournament with our friends at KSLSports.com. And they didn't like that call, questioned it, and now you got to go back to work here. You got to try to reset.
And that's Levitt there on first right now, just leading off a little bit. Nice little hit right down to the middle there to the second baseman. Good way to field it to first baseman. Andrus with the catch, and that's an out there.
Yep, and that'll do it for inning number 2. As we've seen now, both teams get a little something going offensively, but the pitchers then settle down and get out of a little trouble. And again, on the Wilkinson scoreboard, no score between the Mustangs and the Flyers in a Region 10 showdown. You're watching and listening on the FanSportsNetwork.com. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Well, that's what you get when you order from Buck Brand Beef. You're invited to come out to the farm.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Dixie High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins, and we apologize that lost our internet momentarily for a little bit of that bottom half of the second inning, but a big pickoff throw. You got caught stealing on leaning off the bag there, and that erased that leadoff runner. Then they get that final out, and now all of a sudden, you know, here comes Case and Bell back to the bump where he has been absolutely lights out. Former Flyer Reggie Graff has made his way to the broadcast booth. He must got cold out in the stands. Redshirt freshman for Paul Peterson at Utah Tech. CC, I was down at this red-white game this last Saturday, and a lot of fun, man. pretty good crowd, and things flowed really well. Yeah, offense made some big plays. Reggie has a couple beautiful throws.
I'm excited to see how that quarterback room shakes out here this season. I think there's a lot of guys with potential there to get some playing time here from Coach Peterson.
Yeah, you know, Kobe Tracy, Boone Abbott, the leaders, but right behind them is the redshirt freshman Reggie Graff. I'm telling you, he threw a couple deep balls that were pinpoint passes and is making all the throws, really developing nicely after his time at Dixie High School is done. Went on a 2-year mission and has been with the Trailblazers for just 1 season. This will be season number 2. They redshirted him last year. Parker Andrews, by the way, grounds out, so quickly 1 away for Kason Bell, rocking number 4 and white jerseys with the blue trim for the Flyers. The blue jerseys, dark blue jerseys with the white and a little bit of red trim for the Mustangs. Got the white pants and the blue tops today. A little combo look for Justin Abbott, the skipper of the Mustangs.
Yeah, I got to say, the teams here in Region 10, they have some of the best high school uniform colorways I've seen throughout my high school just career. Looking around, I love the mascots, the colorways. These schools are right on the dot here with it.
Quickly now, 1-2 the count, and there's a little chopper by Maynard right to Vest. Vest is shortstop, vacuum cleaner, and hose job. It's a 6-3 put out.
Yeah, that was easy money there for Vest. Just let that ball bounce right up to him, took it into the gut, got it to Bartholomew. He brings it in, and 1 up, 1 down. Here we go. It's 2 now, actually. Excuse me, forgot we had the ground out there by Andrus.
Here we go back to the next batter in the lineup for the Mustangs. Again, told you they were just hitting absolutely lights out. This is Fehi Fonuela, who has kind of been the guy filling in for Trey Evans with that hamstring injury. And they are going to get Trey back, they think. Got some good trainers, got some good treatment. They've been working hard. I was talking to Justin Evans, Trey's dad. He said they're being patient. Trey is absolutely chomping the bit to play, but they don't want it to be re-aggravated. They want to have him for the stretch run. You ever had a bad hamstring? They can linger.
Oh yeah, I've had those. I've had a couple teammates with those, and like you said, it really does. It's every little thing. You go for a nice little light jog and you think you're feeling just fine. The second you accelerate it or you hit a little bit of an incline, boom, it twitches and you're right back at it. Ooh, that was a close one there. Bell sent that one. Looked like it was up high, right inside.
Just 1 base runner.
He hitting .394, so the production's been good, and he draws a walk, so that's the first walk given up by Bell.
34 pitches there for him on the night so far. Only 1 walk.
And back to the top of the order, Jager Baldwin going to Salt Lake Community College, signed to go play up there. D.G. Nelson, longtime coach of the Bruins. And Jager first pitch swinging in. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball up and out of play.
Baldwin started the game tonight with a strikeout. It would be the first of 4 consecutive strikeouts for Bell. Baldwin would flip the script here with a runner aboard and 2 down for the Mustangs. The 0-1.
And that one gets away from Ridge Erickson. A little bit down in the dirt, and now all of a sudden, Jager evens the count at 1-1 with a good eye there.
Yeah, nice way for Erickson to corral that ball, keep it in. Don't want to let a guy like Fooney get running down the line.
Ooh. Swinging got a lot of it, but well out of play down the first baseline. Coach Abbott, where he tried to steal a base earlier, will he try to get a Bay Equity Home Loan stolen base here? Appreciate Jason Baum, the local lender at Bay Equity Home Loans. And they'll check throw to make sure that Fehi Fonuela is not going anywhere, and the throw is not in time, and he dives back safely at the bag. As always, we'll be naming our player of the game, brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware. Ace is the place this spring. Get all your Lawn and Garden Supply, maybe a little roundup, and got him another K by Kaysen Bell. You should spell his name with a K.
Number 5.
That is the 5th K, another S&S mechanical strikeout. He is on point tonight, CC.
Yeah, they got to put that pitch right there in the dictionary for a strikeout. I mean, that was a beautiful fastball right down the middle. 3 innings pitched. He's thrown 33 pitches, 23 for strikes, and he's got 5 on the K meter. And the Flyers and the Mustangs were settling in on a pitcher's duel between Kaysen Bell and Javen Ross. We'll be right back on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
You could hear him.
It's free of charge.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey
Plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
They did it against Hurricane last Tuesday, where they put up multiple in the same inning. I mean, it happens.
Well, welcome everybody back here at Dixie High School as Flyers, Mustangs locked in a good one. No score on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. And both these pitchers, again, can't give them enough credit how they have started strong in this game tonight. And a check swing on an 0-1 pitch, and Orton lets that one catch the outside edge. Strike 2. Javen Ross now at 30 pitches. Ross has been good. Giving up just that 1 walk. And trying to go back through here is Orton in top of the order, and no hits yet for the Flyers. Have that, that 1 walk. Got a runner on board, and then Ridge stole second, so they've had some things in their favor, but couldn't do anything with it because some pickoff moves were so good from Javen Ross. And that one missing. And it's 1-2 to count now. Ross ready to go. Glad you're with us tonight. And a swing and a miss, and Orton goes down. Another S&S mechanical strikeout. 3 for Ross now. 8 Ks already between these two aces throwing for their respective teams tonight. 5 for Bell, now 3 for Ross. And Zeff, the right fielder, steps in. Isaiah Zeff. And then top of the order for Danny Ibsen and the Dixie Flyers. Undefeated 6-0 coming into this game tonight. A swing and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt of Breck Starley, and it's 0-1.
Zeff on the season, statistics unofficially will tell you 256 is the batting.
All right, Double D. Sorry about that. I'm back. Trying to get some of these technical things worked out for us, and hopefully we haven't missed too much here. Looks like we're right back at it with Reeves on the plate, cooking it up, and just like that, another strike right down the middle.
Yeah, I've been impressed. I've been impressed with Ross and Bell. I mean, you know, the stats don't lie. I mean, Bell, 0.50, minuscule ERA. I mean, just minuscule. Ross came in 1.14 ERA. I mean, these pitchers, the statistics back up how good they've been this season. And that one misses just a bit outside. And it's 1-2 the count now on Zeph. Bell is 5-0. Ross is 3-0. Neither of these pitchers have lost a game all year. They've had some no decisions and whatnot. Ross fires, popped him up, and it's playable over by first base, drifting in a foul towards area, and Parker Andrus makes the play for out number 2.
It seems like it's a simple scenario.
And now back to the top of the order, and Mr. Yates, the junior, ready to step in from the left side. The wind is definitely making things a little bit difficult out there. You saw Andrus kind of start in the field of play. By the time he caught that ball, he was, what, 8 feet outside of fair territory about?
Yeah, we've already seen a couple already tonight just kind of soar a little bit that you thought might have enough to drop or get just a little bit further than they did. No, wind's pushing them right back infield.
Well, and I go back to that line drive to right that Jager Baldwin tracked down. I think if there's no wind, I think Boston Vets probably has an extra base hit. But with the wind, Jager was able to turn on his horse, run hard, get to that ball, get the out. Javen Ross ahead in the count again. Yates checks the swing, and that one high. 1-1 the count. Yates is a junior hitting .311. Love to get a little rally stop 2-out rally going here. Every base runner is big in a game that is tracking to be a pitcher's duel so far tonight here on the Fan Sports Network. And got a beautiful pitch that tickles the outside part of the plate. And now it's 2-1 the count. Yates looked like he was taken there, wanted to see a strike, and he got it. Let's see what he does here. Should get something hittable. Nope. Down and in. Ross trying to get him to chase. He does not. Good plate discipline there from Yates.
Yeah, Ross going to have to put together a couple good pitches here, try to close this out. Can be safe still with 2 outs down, nobody on base.
Braxton Yates ahead 3-1. Ross ready. Wind is whipping, blowing straight in from center field. 2 down here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No score and a foul up and out of play. It's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball.
See a baseball game in this region.
No, I just said one of the best places to go in Region 10, and I was like, wait. I mean in Utah, really.
Yeah, I mean, this view is gorgeous. Friday night over at Crimson.
And now everybody settles in. Full count. 3-2. Having the wind up and the pitch, and his chopper playable. P.D. Soto grabs it, throws a bullet, and it's in time to get the speedy Braxton Yates, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We've played through 3 and no score on the Wilkinson scoreboard in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around. Devin, Connor, bring you the 4th when we come back.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News
X-ray exam
today.
And cleaning for one low price. Call to schedule your appointment today at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 656-0511.
Hey, we're back live here. Historic Dixie High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. And we are hanging out. And fourth inning, here we go. This game is pacing. I mean, we started first pitch right on time, 7:30, only 8:17, 3 full innings here in just a little over 45 minutes because both pitchers are lights out, CC.
Yeah, we've seen already a handful of strikeouts, and then to complement it, we've seen some really good infielding here by both teams. Saw the quick steal there by Soto, but still didn't pay off. Nobody able to score as we have a 0-0 game going into the fourth. I think hopefully here as I'm looking to see Bell setting up on the mound. See if he's got some heat cooking up here. He's already had a heck of a night. 5 strikeouts, only 1 walk for Bell, and the pitch is up. Another strike.
Yeah, West coming out swinging. Couldn't find that one. That was elevated in the zone. 0 for 1. West struck out. He struck out the first 3 batters of the game. 3 of his 5 Ks came right there in that top of the first inning. And that one outside. And West was looking to square, it looked like, and maybe try to bunt his way aboard. We've seen him do that occasionally throughout the season, but he usually ends up swinging. And now he does go back to the swing, maybe just trying to give the pitcher a little look and command the situation.
Finds himself down here in a 1-2 situation, but Bell had a good way putting batters out tonight. I got a feeling he's got another one cooked up his sleeve here. See if maybe he does something, goes low with a ball to play with.
And taking a long time, Rich flashing back through the signs. Now Bell has what he wants. Rocks fires just a bit high to Ty West, and the count now evens up 2-2. Fourth inning. Number 2 hitter in the lineup. Part of the order here coming up for the Mustangs and coach Justin Abbott. And a swing and a miss and got him. Hang another S&S Mechanical strikeout on the board. Don't strike out with your AC this summer. Triple digits are on the rise. Get your AC tune-ups 20% off now through May 1st. Learn more S&S Mechanical. Check out the website. Look them up. Here's Maynard.
Looked like West just tried to check his swing on that last one, but still committed. Bunt attempt here from Maynard.
Ty Maynard hitting .375 this year. Ty and Tate, twin brothers. Checks his swing and a beautiful pitch for a called strike. 1-1. Even when Bell misses, it's like he just answers right back, Connor.
Yeah, he really does. He's got that mental switch where if you have a bad pitch and one gets away from you, instead of letting that get to your head, you come right back up with them. Nutty heater, get your confidence up under your belt.
Now one missing, 2-1. Little battle going here between Maynard and Bell. No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard. And another called strike. There it is again. Fires a strike. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, he's trying to get that bunt there just to open some things up, get a guy maybe on base or playing deep back, but Case and Bell picking his pitches.
You kind of feel like our Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game is going to be whoever scores first, don't you, at this point?
Yeah, at this point it's going to be whoever can get a runner in, not just on base, but whoever can get one in. We've seen Dixie have a little bit of luck getting some guys on base.
And got him another one, and you can see the Mustang batters are getting a little bit frustrated. Bell with another K.
I think he's starting to feel it, Double D. You can see he's got that look in his eye. He's staring down the batter, and I think he's feeling this is one of those nights.
And look, man, that fastball looks 88, 89 to me. The velocity, I mean, it is up there. Good velo from Bell tonight. Breaking ball, called strike to Breck Starley, who steps in here. High school baseball presented by Luke Udy, Udy & Associates, your local American Family Insurance agent. Get a free quote on your auto home, or life insurance today. See how much Luke can save you. Swing on a check swing, and he went around. And quickly now Starley down 0-2. And he was a casualty to a K already in this game. He's 0 for 1, and Bell wants another one.
Yeah, he's got his number already, and trying to get another one on the notch. Ooh, close there. Thought he was going to maybe get another strike. They call it just high and outside on that one. Makes it a 1-2 count now.
Wind still coming in from center field. Hasn't died much. Outside. Good eye there. Ridge made a stop. He is like a backstop in front of the backstop. Ridge Erickson, you won't see anything get past him much. And 2-2 pitch is going to be upstairs. Looked like he was trying to get that 12-6 drop on a harder breaking ball, and it just hung high.
Yeah, like you said, just wanted to get that drop there at the very end. Never really quite did. Ball sticks a little bit too high. Now you got the full count. Starley looking to make something happen.
Payoff pitch, lost him. Hey, pretty patient. Down 0-2 in the count. Breck Starley battles back and earns a free pass. Very, very disciplined at bat for Brexton Starley. You love that type of at bat. You're looking for any kind of a spark.
Hopefully the second walk here tonight for Case and Bell. Total of 55 pitches on the night.
I want to thank Morgan Pest Control. In the conclusion of our game, we'll be naming our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game. Right now, probably that throw from Ridge Erickson to hose Petey Soto, trying to still at second, or maybe Jager Baldwin tracking down that line shot off the bat of Boston Vest. Couple good defensive plays already in this one. First pitch in for a called strike at the knees from Mr. Cason Bell. Check some Nets on Fire scores from over there at Snow Canyon. They're actually over at Desert Hills tonight. Snow Canyon on the road. They'll be at Snow Canyon Friday night. That'll actually be, as that one's fouled out of play, our Bucks Ace Hardware look ahead, our next broadcast. You know, wanted to do both Mustang Flyer games, but just trying to spread the love and get to as many schools and give you some variety here on the Fan Sports Network. So we're going to switch it up on Friday, and we'll give you game 2 of this 2-game home-and-home series between the Thunder and the Warriors.
Yeah, that's also a good series that's going on right now. This, like you mentioned, lots of good play going on in Region 10. I'm excited about this defensive shootout we got going here. Just pitchers going back and forth. Who's going to be the one to strike first? Starley on first? See if somebody can get him home.
And that one gets away, but Erickson blocks it and doesn't go far, and everybody freezes. By the way, it is 1-0. Your Nets on Fire Region 10 baseball scoreboard. Don't forget, tomorrow is the deadline to sign up for the 3-on-3 tournament this weekend. So you need to go to netsonfire.org. 4 games guaranteed. You play some games outside on the blacktop. You'll play some games inside, 3-point shootout. It all benefits Cora kids. There's raffles, a lot of fun. And a swing and a miss, and guess what? Another K. But 1-0 Desert Hills leads Snow Canyon. Landon Musgrave has the shutout going, but the bases are loaded for Snow Canyon right now. That one's already in the top of the 4th with just 1 out. So we will keep you posted on that one as the Thunder are up by 1 here. Pitchers ruling supreme. No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back on the Fan Sports Network and streaming this game. You want to watch it? Just head over to the website, thefansportsnetwork.com.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
And we're back in a no no-score ball game here between the Mustangs, the defending state champs, and the Flyers, who made a run last year but came up a little bit short, didn't get into that title game. It was Snow Canyon and Crimson that faced off. And all three of those teams are ruling supreme. Coming into tonight, Dixie 6-0. Crimson and Snow Canyon 7-1. While we were in break, CC, Snow Canyon has the bases loaded. They did score a run, so that is now a 1-1 game between the Thunder and the Warriors over there at Desert Hills tonight. We'll keep you updated on our Nets on Fire scoreboard.
Yeah, they're got a couple runs going here. This could be it. Now at the bottom of the fourth, we're starting to see a couple of these arms get a little tired, I might say. We've seen some walks in the past couple innings. This may be where that one pitch slips up and a batter can take advantage.
I'm not seeing a lot of tiring yet. I mean, base runners are at a premium. Nobody has gotten.
Does Case and Bell not get tired?
No, I don't think so. Both these guys got like go gadget arms.
Ross is out here still slinging and going, and it's impressive. Well, I'll tell you what.
The pitch count's relatively low, and that's the impressive thing. Because both these pitchers have been really efficient so far tonight. Looking at the my stat sheet here. Stats brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors, now serving Southern Utah. Kind of unforeseen territory. You need the experts to help you navigate the financial landscape and save for retirement. Invest. Financial Wealth Advisors, here to help. Ross, only 44 pitches tonight. Bell has thrown 60. But Bell has worked one more inning on the mound.
Yeah, let's see what Ross does here. And again, we've talked about Ross having some help here with the fielding. A couple balls popped up, and good defense by Crimson.
1-0 pitch, missing. 2-0 now to Mr. Boston Vest. What a season the junior is having. Scott Vest, his dad, one of the nice guys. Got to be so proud of how his kids have developed. Cooper at BYU, Boston here at Dixie High, enjoying his high school prep career. Hitting .455 this season. Just swinging it. He's raking. Lined out. Jager Baldwin had to sprint back to get it. One of our top nominees for our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game so far. That pitch upstairs. And so Ross wanted nothing to do with Vest, who's probably had the hardest hit of the game so far off of him, even though it was a line out. And he's aboard with no outs here in the bottom of inning number 4 in a scoreless baseball game.
Yeah, just like that, you saw Vest just pick and choose what pitches he wants, and none of them really suited his liking, and neither did the ump. We might want to see if Ross can get something back in, Dev. I know we try not to jinx it, but
yeah, if you're going to walk somebody, though, Boston Vest is probably not a bad guy to walk.
No, the one guy who's cracked it into the wind here tonight.
Yep. Now Blake Watson, though, he can swing it. .482 batting average coming into this game. He's a senior. Snap throw to first, back in time. Ross kind of early in this sequence saying, I'm going to pay attention to the runner a little bit. And now here comes Justin Abbott. We got a timeout. Meeting on the mound brought to you by our friends at the House of Jump. Jump around. They encourage you to bounce off the walls. Indoor trampoline park. Gives us a chance to remind everybody, too, we'll be selecting one more award tonight. It's our Jersey Mike sub of the game. Haven't seen a pitch hitter or anybody in the bullpen yet, so not really any nominees for that yet, but you know that's going to change.
Yeah, eventually as this game starts to come down to the final few innings, we usually see one or two pitchers who come in and close this game out, or we see a guy who steps up to the mound and takes this game yard to end it.
Looking for a home run tonight with the wind blowing in. Don't know if we'll get it, but any home runs. And we've seen some bombs. Last week we had a couple at Crimson and over at Snow Canyon, the 2 games we broadcast. And home runs all season long, brought to you by the Donut Run. Over there by KB Express. Kolaches, donuts, coffee. Great way to start your morning at the Donut Run. And be a great way to start the scoring in this game if Blake Watson could go yard here.
Yeah, Ross starting it off. Another ball just a little bit high and out.
Bottom 4th. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count evens up 1-1. Big cut there from Blake Watson, who is in the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. If you want a side of beef, a half a side of beef, grass-fed, local cattle, raised in Kanab. Email buckbrand@gmail.com. They'll cut it how you want it with the strips. You want the T-bones, you want the fillets. They will take care of you. Local beef, stock up, put in your freezer for barbecue. See, it's grilling and chilling season, isn't it, with summer coming?
Oh, yeah. I was just over at our buddy, Prediction Peas, just yesterday as I got back in town. He has a nice little grill. He's excited. He's going to smoke some things up, see if we can get some Buck's beef over there.
Yeah. Appreciate Buck brand beef. I'm thinking about ordering a half side. You want to split it?
Oh, I think I might. We'll get a little thing over at Prediction Peas.
And a swing and a miss, and down goes Blake Watson. Another strikeout for Javen Ross, and that has been the theme. S&S Mechanical, our strikeout sponsor, getting some love tonight. 5th now for Ross. 8 strikeouts for Bell.
Yeah, these two pitchers having a duel right now, and Ross a little help with the fielding. That's why it's still at 0-0. But again, 5 strikeouts, no easy task.
First baseman, number 2, Cooper Bartholomew will step in. Matthew, his older brother, had a great career, just graduated. Flyer family. Snap throw to first to Andrus. Vest is back in plenty of time. Got a little dirty, though, on the white home whites for the Flyers. For our television audience watching on the fansportsnetwork.com, you can see got a little dirt on that jersey and the quad area of the pants. Will they send him? Does Coach Gibson want to put a little hit and run together here? And that one makes it 0-1 as he takes a called strike.
Yeah, both teams looking for just anything offensively to get going. Any type of hit, any type of base stealing, whatever they can do to get something rolling.
Cooper, just a junior, hitting .404 this year. 15 runs batted in. You know, it doesn't take a lot of scoring with this Flyer staff or this Mustang staff as we're locked in the bottom of the 4th of scoreless baseball here on a Tuesday night showdown in our Boulevard home game of the week.
Couple times now he's tried to peg down Vest, make sure he's not getting too comfortable there leading off of first.
And again, if we get a runner to second base, I'm about to put it on the Bose Auto Parts. Crucial part of the game. If you're looking for that crucial part, look no further than a Bose Auto Parts dealer. Locations all over southern Utah.
And he didn't there. Best able to get back in time, but a very sly move off the ball.
And now long look in here from Javen. Now Ross is ready. The lefty delivers, and a swing and a foul straight back. Cache Valley Bank foul ball.
That was a nice pitch there by Ross. Looked good. Good way, though, by Bartholomew to hit that off, keep himself alive. Another pitch to go.
Quick update. Musgrave kind of worked out a little trouble and still tied 1-1 between Snow Canyon and Desert Hills. Keep you posted. Updates brought to you by Nets on Fire. Go to netsonfire.org. Get your kids signed up. There's youth divisions, there's high school divisions, there's adult divisions for boys and girls. 3-point shootout in every division. And it's going to be a lot of fun this Friday and Saturday. It's the Battle of the Blacktop 3v3 tournament at Nets on Fire. Presented by Burke Orthodontics, Lifetime Store, and the Fan Sports Network, and of course hosted by Nets on Fire. Again, signups in tomorrow night, so they can get the schedules out on Thursday and get everybody their times. So don't delay if you want to play. CC, if we're going to put a Fan Sports Network team in, we need you because you're 6'8".
I'd like to think.
Are you 6'8" or 6'7"?
I'm 6'8".
6'8".
I'll take the inch. I don't like to take no shortage there.
What are you, 6'7"3/4"? With your shoes off, and 6'8" with your shoes on or something?
6'8"3/4 with the shoes on.
Me and Cody and Rory, everybody else working the game, we're all under 6 foot. Never quite got there. I'm 5'11" 3/4".
We still have a good team. I need a bunch of guards.
Well, Paulie's the round mound of rebound. We can get him to box out.
I would have him sit in the paint and just absolutely control the boards.
Yeah. He didn't have the height you have, though. He's got the girth.
It's all right. If he's on my team, there's no one stopping us down low.
Yeah, it's 0-1. Foul tip there in the dirt. So we'll keep you posted on that Desert Hills game. They're tracking a little bit ahead of this one. They're in the top of the 5th inning.
Boston Vest.
Desert Hills has went to the bullpen. Tate is in the pitch. 1-1 tie. We'll keep you posted.
Ross is making a priority, but now potentially it's theirs.
And Vegas Golden Knights are playing tonight, CC. We talk a lot of Knights. Me and you and Paulie on the morning show. We'll have a recap for you tomorrow morning. VGK, first round of their playoff series against Winnipeg.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is my first series with the Knights getting into the playoffs. Trying to get out to that game this Thursday with the guys and go and cheer on our Knights. Come back with some nice audio clips on Friday morning for you.
The chopper from Ridge Erickson, only play is over first as it was a little hit and run, and they get the out, and that'll end the inning. So again, Ross lets a runner on board. Boston Vest drew the 4-pitch walk, but they couldn't do anything with it. We go to the 5th. No runs, no hits, nobody. Well, one man left on base. No score. Scoreless baseball on a Tuesday night in your Boulevard home game of the week on the Fan Sports Network. Stay with us.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
We're back here, Dixie High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins. Privileged to bring you tonight's game. Coming up, Johnson Pediatric Postgame Show. We get you scores, reaction, hand out our awards, final stat line. All in our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. But first, we got to get a score. Right now, scoreless baseball as we enter the 5th inning. They're playing scoreless hockey at the Fortress at T-Mobile in Vegas. About to start up the second period. Knights and Jets 0-0. They're tracking just like this game is.
Oh, yeah, just a couple defensive battles here tonight. Hopefully we see the Knights. If it takes one, that's all it takes. Even here with Dixie or Crimson, it might just take that one swing of the bat, Devin, and that could end the game.
We'll see what happens here as both teams have had a few opportunities, but really nobody has threatened to score. We've had one plate appearance, one batter for Dixie with a runner on second, and that is it in this entire game. So nobody has really threatened.
Been on base before, no stranger.
Yeah, I think this is Soto here about to be up.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like Soto up to bat here. And again, this is the one guy we've seen on base for Crimson, and he was able to steal. Got to second there. Looked like he had a chance.
P.D. Soto Jr. committed to Coach Fate now. We're going to be taking his talents next fall to Utah Tech to play for the Trailblazers. They lost a shootout the other night to UVU in a non-conference. It was not a WAC game. They'll play a 3-game set against UVU next weekend. In the meantime, the Trailblazers got to go down to Grand Canyon this weekend for a 3-game tilt with the Lopes.
Yeah, Trailblazers just having a rough little go at it. Not having the best start to the season, but Coach Fate trying to do the best way he can to give these guys some experience, and that's playing a lot of these big teams, the Utahs, the BYUs, Arizonas.
Yeah, went out to Oklahoma State, Stillwater this year.
Wichita State.
Yep. They've still got a game next Tuesday, the 25th, at Brewster's Field against Utah. That'll be a fun one. You go see some former Region 10 players like Landon Fry, plays for the Utah Utes. Taylor Yates was there, but he transferred to UVU. Of course, Braxton out there playing second, his younger brother. Soto quickly takes 2 Case and Bell fireballs over the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And, or did he say that one missed? Now 1-2, excuse me. 1-2 the count.
They are very close.
Pitch, that one hops in the dirt, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Soto just waiting. Looks like he's Queuing up that pitch. Oh, no. What we got there, Double D?
Winnipeg just scored. The Jets just scored. Update there, but still early in the second. Knights down 1-0. Keeping an eye on that playoff game of the desert. And a hot shot, and Petey Soto has his second hit of the night. Almost a little bit more over the bag than the first one, but in the same vicinity. Good piece of hitting for Petey.
Yeah, and good way to pick that up there by Franco, because honestly, that ball looked like it was just one bounce away, taking a wrong hop. You could have seen Soto, somebody as fast as him, really get out there. That could have been a double. Nice way to grab that ball, infield it, get him down, hold him with one.
Here's Parker Andrus now. 1 on, nobody out. Chance here in the fifth to get a little something going with the leadoff hit. Last time Soto got a hit, Bridge Erickson threw him out trying to steal second base.
Couldn't do anything with it.
And first pitch swing in, it's a Cache Valley Bank foul ball.
Mustangs have a leadoff runner off.
Parker Andrus 0 for 1 on the night.
Remember, he's been thrown out once in second on an attempted stolen bat.
Power contact hitter here, though, for the Mustangs. Let him get a shot at it. He'll crack that ball as hard as you can.
And correction, when I was talking about Braxton Yates and his older brother, Kaylor, I said second. He's out left. Orton's at second. That's my mistake. Levitt's at third. Vest is at short defensively for the Flyers. Orton at second. Bartholomew over at first. Bello has been impressive on the bump tonight with Erickson behind the dish. And the 1-2 pitch, and it's foul. Tipped or did he get away? I got fans standing in front of me here.
Yeah, it looks like it just got away from Erickson there, and just like that, Soto takes advantage, and now you see him get to second base.
We're in the fifth.
We'll send Soto to second.
And good line going tonight for Mr. Bell, but he has given up a leadoff hit here. Just the second hit of the game for the Mustangs.
1-1.
Javen Ross has a no-hitter going right now. Just 2 total hits, both by Petey Soto Jr., the only 2 hits of the game. Can they string something together here? That is not easy against Case and Bell. No score. 2-1 pitch coming from Bell. And a throw behind the runner down to second. They tag him, but the ball got away. And Soto was safe. And for the first time tonight, we're kind of into our Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game.
Yeah, right now Bell really starting to feel it a little bit. He's coming up onto his 70th pitch here. This is pitch 69 that he's just thrown. So.
Yeah, plenty efficient tonight. There's no question. Andrus wiggling that bat in a called strike.
Oh, Andrus for a second thought he had that walk. Gonna have to bring it on back.
How often do you see that where a guy thinks he got it and then he starts to run and then he's brought back to the plate? You see it quite often. Whether you're trying to sell that or assume that, it doesn't work out sometimes.
Sometimes it just feels good to you, but Ump has something else in mind.
Payoff pitch, and this one is low, and Andrus darts out of the Buck Brand Beef batter's box, and now 2 on and nobody down.
We might be starting to come up here on that crucial part you were talking about it, Devin. You got 2 on base, no outs. Bell 70 pitches in. Do you think maybe coach starts to take a look at some guys, get the bullpen warmed up, or we keep rolling?
Absolutely not. Case and Bell, leave him there. He's fine. Now, it's not easy. He's in a spot, but he'd been in the spot before, and Danny Ibsen's got all the confidence in the world in him. Now, he might go, if he gives up another base runner or hit, you might have him chat with them, and it would be more tempting, but you let the senior work here. Soto at second, Andrus down at first. Nobody out in the bunt, and it's playable. They're going to throw it, and they got the lead runner on the force. And was it? They're going to send everybody back. Is that a balk? Did they call a balk? The umpire is going out to the field umpire.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's sending back.
Was it foul tipped?
First, was it a foul ball?
And Danny Ibsen doesn't like it. And he wants an explanation right now.
Coach Ibsen is saying what's going on because we thought they had Soto in a rundown between second and third.
I mean, Rich Erickson made the right play. Did they say it hit the plate? I'm guessing they said it hit the plate, and it's a foul ball. So everybody freezes. And Coach Gibson doesn't like it. I mean, when Erickson grabbed it, he was in the field of play. Yeah, they thought they had the force at third. They're going to rule it a foul ball, I suppose.
It never quite looked like it hit that foul line. I can see the frustration here with Coach.
He's not done. Danny Ibsen, he wants another explanation. He's saying your field umpire can't see that. That's your call. And the field umpire is the one that I think was the one that threw his hands up and signaled the foul ball call. That's probably why he's upset, saying that's your call, Blue, behind the dish. You got to bet you're closer to the plate.
Yeah, that's an interesting call to make there from that field line judgment.
Instead of getting a leadoff runner in the first out of the inning, now you got to go back to work on the batter. Maynard at the plate.
Here comes
Bell will step off. Jay Soto back to the bag at second. See if Coach Abbott can play a little small ball here. Maynard's going to square. He's going to lay it down, but he missed it. They're going to throw behind Soto. And it's going to get into center, but good backup out there in center field by Franco. He was coming in, and Soto had slid anyway, so didn't have time to get up and go.
Yeah, Soto probably would have had a shot at staying at it if he didn't slide, but maybe if he didn't slide there, he could have been tagged out. That was one of those bang-bang type of situations.
Now Coach Abbott's out on the field. And so both skippers fighting for the guys right now. Now Coach Abbott wants a discussion with the Blue. And Coach Abbott's pretty, I don't know if he's as fired up as both. Hey, this is a big game. You know, you're getting to the latter stages of region play, fighting for a region title, jockeying for playoff seeding.
We've seen how important the RPI is this season, and especially the way the rake. Oh, catcher's interference.
Upset about if they're calling interference on Tate Maynard.
Maynard is out, and that is the first out, not catcher's, batter interference. So one out. Do you have a replay of that, Cody?
But yes, he found a Lua in the box.
Maybe we can take a look at that after this pitch and see what
Dial one up here and get out.
the umpire saw the called the interference. If you're Coach Ibsen, you kind of believe in a makeup call. Maybe you just got it there. Fahey Conwela up to bat. 0-1 on the night. It's his second AB. We're in the fifth. Top half of inning number 5. And Kason Bell, the righty, here comes the 1-0 pitch. And it is a bender that doesn't bend. That is chin music. Woo! Wow.
That was a close one there. Thought we almost saw a headshot there.
Let's go back to that interference play. Let's take a look here, CC. See what you see. They call it on Maynard. Okay, because he's in front of Erickson. So because he squared the bunt and stayed in front of the plate, I guess you're supposed to hit the deck there or
just got to get out of the way.
Did he touch him, though? Did it throw?
It looked like just how far he leaned in from the bunt. I mean, really, that is one of those plays that could just be such a bang-bang situation.
Ground ball to second. Only play is first. They get the out as Fahey Conwela grounds out. Fielder's choice goes 4-3. 2 on with 2 out. Runners in scoring position, though, for the first time. This is the first time tonight, CC, we've seen runners in second and third.
Oh, yeah, Double D. You talked about it. You said you wanted to let the senior shine and give him his moment. This is it now. Kason Bell, bases loaded, trying to be careful here.
Yep. And back to the top of the order. And Jager Baldwin plays with a heart as big as anybody in the building. Run through a wall for Coach Abbott and ask questions later. Fouls it out of play. He's excited to see Jager got a chance to sign with Salt Lake Community College a couple weeks ago. Kind of right before the start of this season almost. And Baldwin pops it up, and it's going to stay right on the grass where it meets the infield at second, and that'll do it. So how about Casey Bell, CC?
Yeah, staying alive there. I know that was a sweaty inning for the Flyers. They got a little nervous. Both the coaches got some words for the It's a close game.
We stay scoreless, though. We go to the bottom half of inning number 5 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Crimson, 0. Dixie, 0. You like a pitcher's duel? You're in the right spot here on the Fan Sports Network and streaming this game. Want to watch it? Just go to thefansportsnetwork.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
435-644-BUCK.
Back live, Dixie High School. Field always looking fantastic, and wind still blowing as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and can't say enough about Case and Bell. Through all that, couple of, skippers out on the field, fighting for their guys, fighting for calls, and he works out of the jam.
It's so impressive. You look at it, first time all night you had runners on second and third. You thought that Dixie had a chance to maybe give something up. Crimson was going to get in, but no, Case and Bell, he just keeps throwing it away. And looking at that 80 pitch count, man, this guy is impressing me here tonight, Double D.
Yeah, 5 innings pitched, giving up just 2 hits, walked 3, struck out 8 S&S mechanical strikeouts. But his counterpart has been just as good through 4 innings, no hits for this Dixie offense, 2 walks, 5 S&S mechanical strikeouts. And here we go.
Just like that, Ross starting off with another one. Strike on the board there for Crimson. 0-1 count.
Buck brand beef batter box.
And for Bell and the Flyers, it's 1-2.
Flyers looking for their first hit of the night. Logan Levitt, big cut on that first swing. This one he takes for ball 1.
In this game tonight.
Levitt rocking number 9.
I love that stat.
Yeah, gotta love that good old-fashioned number 9 there on Levitt.
His mom was a longtime volleyball coach, Stacy Levitt, here at Dixie High School.
And it's delivering. It's going to make
Just a little down and in there by Ross.
OC did a lot of I want to say CrossFit games or something, and of course Jagan, his brother, what a great baseball career at Pineview, and then Utah Tech, just graduated last year. Talk about a guy that'll run through a wall for you. Jagan Levitt would do it. Logan, big cut again, and comes up empty.
And we're seeing it here. We're seeing a couple guys really start swinging for the fences, just trying to get anything rolling here tonight, both offenses. And again, the pitcher's just putting in the work, acing it up, taking care of business.
That was that play.
2-2 count now.
I thought was getting through.
Levitt in the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. Here's the pitch from Ross, and the lefty just nibbling at the bottom of the K zone. Doesn't get that, and count goes full, 3-2.
Yeah, that one looked good there, Double D, and
it was close. Good eye by Levitt.
Let's see if he can close it out here.
What pitch do you want to throw here? You want to throw the breaking ball, or you want to come back with a fastball?
I mean, the way this fastball's been worked for him tonight.
It was the fastball, and it's fought off into right field, going over to the line, and he got to it.
Jaeger Baldwin.
Whoo! He's good at finding a beat on the baseball, isn't he?
Not just that, but the wheels to get out there and cover the ground. I mean, tracked it just outside the line.
He's got the speed. It's the beat. He almost looked like he got there plenty early and had to stop and look like pretty routine play.
Almost redirect himself.
Here's a replay brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt. Levitt goes the other way. Didn't get it all. You can see he kind of lifted it, but look at Baldwin. He's playing straight away over there and got all the way to the line and made the play. Franco, that one missing upstairs. 1-0 the count on the center fielder for the Flyers. No score here. Bottom of the fifth. One out. Nobody on base. And another foul up and out of play off the bat of Franco.
You like what you see from Franco in the time that he's been out there for junior 333's batting.
Franco hitting 333, a junior, another junior in the lineup. Like Vest, like Levitt, like Ridge Erickson, like Bartholomew. A lot of juniors on this team. That's what's exciting about this year, but also next year. And another foul ball brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Bunch of grinders. Coach Gibson always preaching one play, one pitch, one at bat, one game at a time. Never gets too far ahead of himself, and that really filters down to this team. We got the Donnie Pym Award, the Mr. Dixie Baseball Award. Grounder to second, easy play. 4-3 put out. Franco is retired.
Try to just run that one out there. Not enough speed. Good play there on the infield. Routine play, and that's another out down. One more to go in the fifth.
That Dixie award, the Dixie Flyer Baseball Award they give out, it's not always to the MVP. Some years that might be the case, but it's you could lead by example. You could lead by being vocal. You could also not have the best stats. It's a guy that maybe works the hard. There's so many layers to what that award means, and I love it when teams have a tradition like that. And I don't think we talk about that. They don't publicize that a lot. It's kind of an internal thing, but I think it's really cool. And I remember going back to when Blake Christensen won it. John and Adam and Blake, they all came through Flyers program, and not all of them played. Adam was a great basketball player in high school, but Blake won it one year, and he didn't have the best stats, but he just worked his tail off. It was just an integral part of the team, and ever since I saw that, I try to track that award to see who gets it every year. And there's a called strike there on Orton. He didn't like that one, did he? He kind of put his head back and was like, oh, really? That's not a strike.
A little frustration there.
Got the final say, though.
Umpires have had the final say these past couple innings, and we've started to see not only the coaches now, but some players getting a little upset.
Well, frustrating as a batter, you
want the 0-0 game.
And you want the zone to be consistent, too, but you haven't had a lot of looks at Ross. It's just the second time through here. Orton is 0 for 1. Again, only 2 hits in this game have been from Petey Soto Jr. of Crimson Cliffs. Ross is working on a no-no right now, the lefty for the Mustangs. 2-2 count.
Yeah, he's got a little bit. More than any of us.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Ross taking a little time now. He's ready. Sets, fires inside and low. Gets away from Breck Starley. Brex is one of those Swiss Army knife guys. We've seen him get some nights off, and they'll go to some other guys behind the dish, and he can play first or third, or you probably put him in the outfield. He can play about anywhere. Big, strong guy. He can pitch. We've seen him pitch this year a little bit.
Always good to have one of those ace in the holes, a Swiss Army knife, as we like to call him.
You won't see him play the outfield. I'm just saying he could.
Oh, I'm sure he could.
Yeah.
Injuries ever called upon it for whatever reason.
His older brother played quarterback for Herc, and before the family moved into town. And a swing and a drive, and this one into the alleyway. Baldwin, though, gets to it.
Just like
Jager Baldwin.
Good beat on it, man.
And that'll do it for the Flyers in the fifth. We go to the sixth. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Scoreless baseball on the Wilkinson scoreboard here on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Sometime.
Scoreless baseball, welcome you back to Dixie High School. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins, Boulevard home game of the week, and haven't settled anything, and both teams, could be heading towards extra innings in this one. Crimson had runners on second, third in the top half of the fifth, couldn't do anything, and then Ross continues to be stellar on his side of things as he's got the no-hitter going through 5 complete innings.
Yeah, this is now the chance that Crimson Cliffs has to get something rolling. Top of the 6th. Want to see if they can get something happen. But I will say this, though, man. It's been a tough night with the balls going out. Just the wind, it's really played a big deal. You could see the flag out in center field.
But has it affected the hitters more than the pitchers and the fielder? I mean, we don't have an error.
Just hasn't really been able to get out there. It seems like every shot that would be your typical one or double or single, just those line drives that aren't falling. I gotta say it has to be the wind.
Yeah. So here's Ty West, number 2 batter in the lineup for Coach Abbott. And Ty looking for a hit for the first time tonight. Swing and a miss. Baldwin's 0 for 3, West 0 for 2. Again, Petey Soto batting in the 6th hole tonight. He's the only guy with those 2 hits. But no runs to score, to show for it. And that one outside by Bell. 1-1 the count.
Also, for somebody like West. We talked about with Watson, but batting 500.
Back to the bump and a delivery right down Broadway, now starring Mr. Cason Bell. The K's were stacking it up at such a rate, but Crimson seems to be a little bit more selective. He's been stuck on 8 Ks for a minute now.
Seen a couple pitches get a little far outside. We've seen some walks, but he has found a way to really bring it in as it comes to the end, whether it just be a good pitch down the middle, put a good pop fly up. Bell's found a way to keep this no alive.
Wind up and the pitch fouled up and out of play. Staying alive. By the way, Desert Hills and Snow Canyon are still battling, and that's on fire. Region 10 baseball update. Snow Canyon has got a little comfortable lead now, 4-1. That one's at going to the top of the 6th. So Desert Hills unable in the bottom of the 5th to get anything going. 4-1. Don't forget, tomorrow is the deadline. Tomorrow night. So make sure you get your kids or get your team signed up for the Battle on the Blacktop 3-on-3. And there's a chopper to second. And a high hop goes over Orton's head. Boy, that jumped high.
Good way for Zepp to get behind him and stop that from going any further. But like you said, Devin, just a really good bounce goes over Orton. You thought he had a chance to bring it in.
Take a look here at the replay. Watch this hop. Just reaching out, slaps at it, boom, just inches over the mitt. Not much Orton could do about that. Had a lot of topspin, didn't it?
Yeah, now we got to see if Maynard on the plate able to take advantage.
Yep, into the Buck Brand beef batter box, Maynard. And that throw over to first gets away, but the runner won't go. Ty West decides to stay put. No outs. You don't want to run into an out trying to get down to second there.
You're on first, nobody out. You don't want to run your.
So probably not a bad idea.
Playing smart scenario.
We'll see if they want to sacrifice bunt here. He squares to bunt, laid down the third base line. Charging hard was Levitt. His only plays at first. They get the runner. Going to try to go to second. West is going to be safe because Levitt was charging hard and couldn't get back to the bag. That is a heads-up play by Ty West. My, oh, my.
Then you really got to show off that speed there. Got around second, didn't think twice, just kept pushing. Gosh, got to like to see it when you can get the sacrifice button. Now you have somebody set up on third, only one out. This is a good position for Crimson to be in.
Heads up from West, heads up from Crimson.
So now Danny Ibsen will call a timeout, and there's a meeting on the mound. Gives us a chance to remind everybody we're looking for our Hearst Day Hardware Player of the Game. We'll name that in our post-game show. We'll pick the play of the game. It's our AWP Playmaker. Coming up from the boys that sell GE at AWP, and Bell is not going anywhere. This is just a little situational discussion, and the meeting is quickly over as Ridge Erickson trots back behind the dish, and Danny Ibsen will take a stroll back to the Flyers dugout. Rex Starley steps in. No score, but for the first time tonight, or the second time tonight, and back-to-back innings, in fact, Crimson does have a runner on third. This is the first time they've had a runner on third with just one out. So aggressive running on the base pass, and you got a runner on scoring position. By the way, another Nets on Fire score update. If you're tracking the Vegas Golden Knights tonight, they have scored about 4 minutes into the second. There's 4 minutes 11 seconds left in the second period, and they've cut the Winnipeg lead in half to 2-1. And a swing and a miss, and Starley goes down. The ninth thing on the board. It's an SNS mechanical strikeout, a big one there for Kaysen Bell.
Yeah, we just talked about it. Double D had that stuck on that number 8 there on the 91st pitch. Kaysen Bell gets that 9th strikeout.
And the velo looked good on that pitch.
Sure did.
And yes, Bell has had to stare right at third base to see a run on the rubber.
And now you still need another out. Here in the 6th, and a swing and a miss for McKay Wright. McKay Wright hit 2 home runs in the same inning last week in a Mustang win over Pineview.
Crimson would love one of those right now, if not a single, just somebody to bring West home.
Wright hitting .500 this year. 2 home runs came last week, the first 2 of the season. 3 doubles, 1 triple, 9 runs batted in. Hasn't been an everyday guy. He doesn't have near as many plate appearances as Jager Baldwin at the leadoff position. In fact, he's got 32 plate appearances compared to Baldwin with 65. Like a Starley, Petey Soto, they got 58. So, but he's cracking into the lineup, and he's been hitting. He fouls that one up and out of play, 0-2 the count.
Yeah, McKay just trying to get something here, get any contact that he can. A lot of space over there in that left field, Devin.
And Bell, he wants to work out of trouble and get his double-digit Ks on the board. Meanwhile, McKay Wright, here's our Bose Auto Parts, crucial part of the game. Here's the pitch. Down low, Erickson lost the ball, had to go back to get it. Erickson's fun to watch back there.
He's been playing very, very heads-up play at catcher, and that's what you ask. Your catcher is essentially your quarterback of your baseball team. You want him to be able to call the pitches, and you want him to see the entire diamond, and he does there very well.
Flyers Mustangs, scoreless game, but Ty West is at third, 2 outs, and a swing and a foul tip. He just got a little bit of that baseball, got it on the stitches to stay alive.
It ended up in Erickson's glove, so it wasn't just a foul tip and into the glove. It tipped off the ground and then into his glove.
We reset. I get a drink of H2O.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it almost looked like it for a second.
Wind still whipping in from center field, probably 20 miles an hour right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, you look out in the center field, you could see the flagpole just whipping left and right.
Yeah, nothing leaving the yard tonight unless it's an absolute bomb. Swinging a pop-up in play, and Bell's going to come over. Bell's going to let Erickson, and it's going to land in foul territory. Oh, they're saying that. Now the base runner is rounding. And now the umpire is Coach Ibsen came over. And let's take a look at that. Where does this ball land? It is close. Nobody touches. Does he touch it? It's in fair. That lands in fair and then comes back. Wow. But the spin brings it back. So West has got to go back. It's just a foul ball. And that's the right call.
What about that almost being our
well, it
crucial part of
landed
the
in
game?
fair territory. So I think just he's like, oh, it's fair. But nobody touched it. So then it spun backwards with the wind that we were just talking about. And then he corrected himself and got it right. So good job by the umpire.
You knew it was going to be trouble.
Not sure who we got behind the dish tonight, but that's the right call. Quickly corrected himself. Sometimes in a big moment you signal the wrong thing and you correct yourself and you move on. You just want to get it right. And now McKay Wright is going to have a walk down to Coach Boyer, I believe, and Boyer puts his hand on his shoulder, a little pat on the back, and tells him what he wants here. The wind caused havoc on that one, didn't it, CC?
Oh, man, for a second, I think we were just as confused as the guys out on the field. They were all looking at each other saying, well, did you catch it?
The question was, did Ridge Erickson touch the ball? And replay showed it did not look like he did.
It looks like it lands right in front of him. Nobody makes a play.
Here's a pitch and a chopper to third in play. Levitt's got to get the out, or the run will score. He does. A missile to the mid of Bartholomew. And once again, Kason Bell works out of a little trouble, and we stay scoreless through 5.5 here at Dixie High School. Wright put it in play. The high bounce that got the runner in scoring position. This time bounces right in the glove of Levitt, and it had him by 2 steps. Wow. The action continues in a pitcher's duel here from Dixie High. No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll be right back. You don't want to go anywhere.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main and
Get 10 cents off per gallon of gas at Fabulous Freddy's.
We catch our breath and welcome you back to Dixie High School here. Flyers again 6-0 in region play. They've had an incredible run this year, winning game after game after game. Mustangs 7-1 in region. Dixie had an early season bye week. So Flyers the only undefeated team left in the region and trying to stay that way. Crimson has had a couple opportunities in the 5th and again in the 6th there, but they cannot punch across the run, and now Javen Ross going back to work, and he has got a no-hitter going through 5.
Yeah, impressive here what we've seen from Ross and what we've seen from Kason Bell. Both these pitchers well over the 70 pitch count. Kason Bell approaching triple digits. I believe Ross is right around that mid-80s. So both these guys putting up a show tonight, and here we go. Bottom of the 6th, Devin 0-0. Someone's going to have to make a play here. It looks like we're going extra innings.
Yeah. Still time in this scheduled 7-inning game for that to change.
Looks like we also got a end of the second period here. Winnipeg Knights have a 2-1 lead, or Winnipeg Jets a 2-1 lead over our Vegas Knights there. So goals by Connor and Dubois for Winnipeg. Carlson gets the 1 goal for Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah, another Nets on Fire update. Last report we had 4-1. Snow Canyon was leading Desert Hills, and Dixie's playing Snow Canyon on the soccer pitch behind us here, and Dixie leads 3-2 in that varsity game. Some big games in softball tonight. You got Desert Hills and Snow Canyon squaring off tonight, two of the top teams in softball. We'll have all the scores for you tomorrow morning right here on the Fan Sports Network during the drive. More reaction in the afternoon from the bleachers to all the local sports headlines. And quickly, Ross delivers 2 consecutive balls. And now you take here if you're Zeph. Say Zeph swings and misses. Had a green light, liked the pitch, couldn't find it.
Good work there by Ross, just being surgical and picking where he wants to place these pitches. Gets his first strike in.
0 for 1 for Zeph.
First base back in the 3rd inning.
And as you'd expect, not a lot of ABs to go around when the opposing pitcher is throwing a no-hitter and only walked 3.
Out there.
3-1 the count. That one way outside. Cue up Bob Euchre, just a bit outside. Ross hasn't missed much tonight, though. He has been brilliant. So is Bell. 2 combined hits in this game, but Zeph, that's a big leadoff walk. And now we'll go ahead and run is on first with nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, good eye there by Zeph. Just saw that none of those pitches were anything he wanted. Stayed patient, got rewarded. Looks like now we're going to have a little timeout. Coach just wants to get a talk with Ross in his infield. Got the lead off on 1, no outs.
Yeah, the pitch count for Ross is at 70. What is it at?
I think it's at 80 now.
80 now? Yep. So, I mean, don't think Coach Abbott's going to go get him with a no-hitter going here.
No, I
think he just wants to check on him. How you feeling? You good? You tiring? No, he's going to go get him. We saw this where Ross got lifted and Morris came in and they combined for a no-hitter in a game earlier this year, and it looks like that might be the same formula. I'm guessing they're going to go to Aaron Morris, who is, coming in from the bullpen. Got a pitcher's change brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. We'll take the break. We'll be right back. Tell you all about the stats. Aaron Morris has been great this year. See if they can get a team no-hitter tonight. Dixie, though, they got other ideas when we return on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu
financing.
tab.
Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Back live here, and we've got Coach Abbott going out and getting, and I wasn't sure. I thought maybe they would 80 pitches tonight. I thought maybe they would let him keep working here with just one on and nobody out in the 6th, but that'll do it. And when you have a guy that you can bring in on the back end like Aaron Morris, 3rd time through the lineup, I think the thinking there for the skipper of the Mustangs, Justin Abbott, and we saw this against Snow Canyon 2 weeks ago, where Ross left with a no-hitter, Morris came in and kept it. So this formula has worked before. We'll see if it works again for the Mustangs.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we saw it work, but we do know Zept is on first. We got Yates on the bat here with the Bucks Beef batter's box. I think there's a good chance that really we see Dixie get something rolling, but it really does come down to how well can they get Morris coming off the mound.
You're going to have to practice that. Buck Brand Beef batter's box.
It can be a mouthful.
Yeah. Killer bees in there. The numbers on Morris. Minuscule 0.38 ERA. He's 3-0. 7 appearances, 1 save. 18 1/3 of work. He's given up just 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. He's only walked 6, so good command, and he's struck out 21. The final line tonight brought to you by Adams Wealth Advisors. Roscoe's 79 pitches through 47 first strikes, and he struck out 5 S&S Mechanical Ks to hang on the board. And now it's Morris that will come in. Then a little bunt. Morris goes and gets it. Throw over to first. Perfect. 1 down. 1-3 the put out. And that's tough, CC. You come in the bullpen. You haven't fielded all night. Yeah, you've warmed up throwing in the pen, and you get your warm-up tosses. Then you got to go field something coming off the bat right at you, and then you got to make a good throw to first.
Yeah, and this is why we've been so impressed with Morris, because in both games we've seen him come out. He really is your definition of a closing pitcher. He just keeps his composure while he's on the mound, not just when he's pitching, but also as the ball's coming to him. We see him field, we see him get that ball to first base, and just a very impressive overall play by Morris. 1 pitch in, and he's already gotten out.
But, I mean, mission accomplished if you're Danny Ibsen and the Flyers. I mean, you get the sack bunt, you advance the runner second, and you got one of your most dangerous hitters at the plate in Boston Vest. And this might be Boston's last AB in this game, the way it's pacing, so he's going to try to make the most of it.
See if Vest can knock something out into that left field. It's been quite bare here tonight.
Vest again comes in slugging it. 455 batting average on the season. Just a junior. Morris ready. Taking a little more time here. Slowed down a little bit. And it's fouled out of play. 0-1 the count. Vest got the batting gloves. The Easton bat in his hands. What are the guys swinging now? 38-ounce bats or something like that?
Around there.
34-ounce bat. Boston. Fairly narrow stance. Not a lot of lower body movement. Wiggling it up top. Swinging a miss. Good pitch by Amo.
That one just caught him a little bit inside. Thought he had it, and good break there by Morris.
Yeah, I thought he had a beat on it, but comes up empty. And now he's behind 0-2. 1 down, 1 on, bottom 6, scoreless game. And Brexton Starley says, okay, time. I got to go talk to my guy out here and make sure we're on the same page. Today was a big day on the Fan Sports Network. We were over at the St. George Eagles. It's a new junior college team that has online academics, but they'll be playing football locally. Found out there's plans to have another JUCO Utah team in Ogden, one in Vegas, 2 more in Phoenix within the next, by next fall, the fall of 2024. And then we Candy Media, Fan Sports Network, part of the Candy Media family. There's a chopper over there, and it's fielded, and it's bobbled, but the run will score, and we got a run on the board. Flyers take the lead, 1-0. They do get the out over there at first base, but that elusive, no run? They didn't give it to him? Called him out?
No, he got from second to third there.
No, he's at third. I thought I saw him come home. What did I see out of the corner of my? Oh, I saw him come grab I saw it in my corner of my eye, and then I saw Watson trotting back, and I thought they sent the runner. So my mistake. My apologies. No run yet on the board. Out of the corner of my eye, when I looked at home, I saw Blake Watson. I should have known he was not in the game yet. He will step in. And I just assumed that he had continued to run. And a swing and a miss. And so Morris will go back to work on Watson with 2 down. At least they got that big out at first, even though the ball was booted around. Runner did stay at third.
Yeah, Oakley down at third, and Morris right now just trying to keep this from getting a little bit too close. Always gets a little bit more nerve-wracking when you have somebody there on third, but with 2 outs, has a little bit of wiggle room here.
Flyer fans were rejoicing with my mistake, and Crimson fans are rejoicing that I made a mistake. And a chopper off the bat comes straight back off the fence, and it's just a Cache Valley Bank foul ball. 1-2 the count now on Blake Watson. Watson hitting .482. You go from Vest to Watson. There's a big spot here. You got your best hitters. A chance to try to take the lead. First time Flyers have had a base runner of the third all night in this game. Outside 2-2, it gets away, and here comes the run, the throw, and they got him. They got him. They got the relay back to Morris, and he is out at home base. And he did get the tag down, it appeared, and the official emphatically wound him up.
Oakley almost had it charge that mound. Thought he, for a second, he was going to make it. Check the replay here, and
great job, like you said, by Morris to have the awareness to come down, cover that.
How about Starley? How quick did he go back, slid, got it, and the throw back to Morris was perfect.
Great play there by the Crimson Cliffs defense, and just like that, they're going to retire the sides. We're going into the 7th inning, Double D.
Scoreless baseball. Are you entertained? No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Flyers, Mustangs in a big-time Region 10 battle. Don't touch that dial.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org. First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey
2423 for 1 hour free jump time.
Welcome back, everybody. Mark that play down. That has got to be your top defensive play of the game nominee, and we'll wait. It's not official yet, but it's presented by Morgan Pest Control. I was so impressed with Breck Starley there. And again, my apologies. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Blake Watson, who was in the batter's box, coming up next. Retreat. He was just getting over there to say slide, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw him going back to the dugout. And I, for a second there, I gave a run that didn't happen. Just a miss. It's all wrong, CC. It happens from time to time.
Sure does, bud. You know, looking at the, we got the replay here.
Yeah, I should have been watching the replay monitor.
We get the replay just to make sure we're all good. But, hey, heck of a way by Crimson to cover that out there. And now, top of the 7th. Let's see if they can get something rolling. This is the last chance unless we look at some extra innings.
Yeah.
You don't want to give Dixie a chance to hit the walk-off.
Definitely in the cards tonight, but Petey Soto's 2 for 2 tonight. Chopper, Levitt charges hard, gloves it cleanly, throw across his body, perfect. How about that play by Logan Levitt?
Yeah, you thought Petey might have had his third one there, just couldn't get it to drop. Good infield play, and now down 1 out already.
That big to get that first batter. Now stepping into the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. Grass raised, grass fed, local cattle, get a whole side, half side. Bell delivers, it's popped up off the bat of Andrus. Into right, Zeph comes over and got it. Still worry about anything up in the air with the wind, but pretty routine considering the circumstance.
And it looks like that was Bell's 100th pitch right there. So Bell now with 100 on the night. 2 outs to go here.
Yeah, I mean, you can go 115 plus you can finish the batter if you started before the 115. And you got to have the full 3 days rest in high school rules. They've kind of adopted the Little League rules 4 or 5 years ago. And it really doesn't come into play much, but in a game like this tonight, and of course in the state tournament, that pitch count.
Yeah, that'll matter.
You have to piece some things together, and Bell rocks, fires, Maynard chops it foul. Maynard trying to get a little something going here with 2 down. Hitting 359. And this is a spot where you'd love to see Tate Maynard, if you're a Mustang fan, do a little something with the bat.
Yeah, just anything right now if you're a Mustang fan. Almost feeling like this could be that last gasp.
Tate wearing number 8. Ty, his twin brother, wearing 28. Both had very productive seasons last year, but both are hitting at a better clip this year. That's a little blooper down the line, and they got to it. Zeph gets another fly out, and that'll do it. Well, will the Flyers walk it off? Stay tuned, or will we have extra innings? Yep, stay tuned. Fan Sports Network bringing you high school baseball on the simulcast. No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard when we come back.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cass Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
We are back at Dixie High School. It's scoreless on a Tuesday night showdown between the Flyers and the Mustangs. Devin Dixon, Connor Collins calling the action. Cody, our video producer tonight. If you're not streaming the game yet, get to the fansportsnetwork.com. You can watch the finish of this one because we haven't settled anything. Rory back in the Finley Hyundai studios, our radio producer. It's been a good one so far, Connor.
Yeah, we've had definitely one of those defensive games where both pitchers going back and forth. Now Morris coming in, see if he can finish out the no-hitter for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. But this is a real big bottom of the 7th. All you need is a couple good hits here if you're the Dixie Flyers.
Just got to string a couple together, though. That's something that's tough to do when you don't have a hit in the game. You know, three hits, no runs for the Mustang, no errors. And then zeros across the run, the hit, and the air column for the Flyers. Well played game considering the win. Nobody has made a mistake. No errors in this game, which you love to see. It feels like, it tastes like playoff baseball, doesn't it, a little bit?
It does. It's got that feeling where two teams both going at it, really tense. This is the type of energy that you look when you get into the latter part of the season.
Blake Watson into the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. Seriously, folks, take out your phone or computer, email buckbrand@gmail.com, and you can thank me when you taste the delicious homegrown grass-fed beef from Buck Brand Beef up in Kanab. Excited to have them aboard as a sponsor this year. Watson fouls it off, so it's 1-1 the count now. Aaron Morris, and another foul tip. 1-2. And Morris will work fast. Drew Thorpe, who just went in the second round of the Yankees, is Aaron's brother. I asked Aaron, if he picks Drew's brain, had that great career, Cal Poly, Mustangs, and now in the big leagues. They expect maybe by 2025 that we'll see Drew potentially up with the pinstripes.
Nice. The elevation.
Yeah. 2-2 pitch, and that one is high and away. Full count now. Blake Watson, Aaron Morris, no outs, just starting the bottom of inning number 7, scoreless game. Scheduled 7, but will we need extras? And he lost him high. Leadoff man is aboard for the Flyers.
Just like that, you got Watson out on first. Good chance here for Dixie to see if they can get something going. Bottom of the 7th. Maybe you see come out here. I believe this is
Cooper Bartholomew.
Yeah, this is Cooper Bartholomew coming up here. And maybe we see Cooper sacrifice bunt or just something here to advance a runner.
Yeah, I mean, Coop's hitting 404. You know, he's 19 hits, 15 ribbies, 9 doubles, 1 home run this year so far for the junior. He is going to square the bunt. Showing it pretty early, and it's off the plate, foul ball. And Watson will have to trot back, retrace his steps from second back to first. Did he show too early there? And now Coach Abbott's going to come out, and we're going to have a meeting of the minds. This is where you wish you had Coach mic'd up. You could hear this conversation, discussion. You know, they do it great with that is the Little League World Series, miking up the skippers and stuff. That's always fun.
Hearing Coach get out there and just kind of get a feel for where his guys' heads are at. Doesn't always have to be a, we need you to do this or need you to do that. Sometimes you just want to hear how he's feeling and where his head's at, you know?
Taking some time here. Timeout brought to you by Luke Cutie, American Family Insurance. I know something like insurance isn't something you wake up and go, you know what, I'm going to shop my insurance today. But boy, oh boy, you don't know. Maybe you could save $20 or $40 or $60 or $100 a month. Go get a free quote. Luke Cutie, American Family Insurance. See how much Luke can save you today. Proud partner of Region 10 Baseball here on the network.
I think we've got a pretty good leading candidate for
And now Morris, after the discussion, 0-1 count here to Cooper Bartholomew. Still through 5, no hitter for Ross. Morris didn't give a hit up in the 6th, and now here we are, bottom 7th. Flyers the home team and quickly squaring it, but now he pulls it back and swings and misses. They try to run, and I think they got him. No, he's safe. They must have missed the tag. Looked like the throw was in time, and he is.
Wait, it looks like the other might be calling him out.
What's the
Interference again? I think it's interference again. Take a look at the replay. Cooper Bartholomew pulls the bat back, and he's in front of the throw again, and they're going to call that on Cooper Bartholomew, and he did keep going past, and again, they did not touch. I don't know if that one was as much as interference as the last one.
Yeah, the last one, at least, you know, you could argue that he stayed in front of the pitch or in front of the throw, but here it looked like Cooper Bartholomew had a good job of getting away from the catcher, but still, Ump's not letting it slide here tonight. That's going to be an out called on the Flyers.
I guarantee you that's something Danny Ibsen will go back on and look at the film and talk with his guys about and say, hey, you know, we got to be a little bit more careful there, even though that one seemed really questionable. And they got him safe called down the second. So instead of a runner on second in scoring position with 1 out, Watson has to go back to first. And you got an out on the board. And now Ridge Erickson, good to see him back in the lineup after getting a little time off due to an injury. Got to have Ridge back in the lineup, and that's a little nubber. It hits the mound, squirts closer to second. Could be 2. Not in time on the relay, so 4-6. The put out, the throw over to first, not in time. And that's big because the Flyers still have a chance here with 2 outs.
Yeah, nice hustle play there by Erickson. Thought he was almost out, but just able to get to the plate.
Watch the replay here. It hits the mound and actually squirts a little to the right, but it was slow rolling enough, really no impact on that play. But because it was slow rolling, he had to wait for it, just not quite enough time to double him up.
Yeah, and actually got kind of lucky, Maynard did, because that bounce did go right to him, whereas sometimes you hit that mound, it can go any way.
Especially if it has a little more English than that, but that was pretty mild. High, ball 1. Logan Levitt in to the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. Check the other score that we've been kind of tracking for you tonight. It's Desert Hills and Snow Canyon, and it's a game in which it's now 6-2 Snow Canyon leading, and a swing and a miss from Logan Levitt. That's in the top of the 7th. with 1 out, nobody on. Warriors up by 4 runs in that one. Again, an update is brought to you by Nets on Fire. Get your team or get your kids' team. There's divisions for all ages. Signed up, netsonfire.org. Registration deadline is tomorrow night. I think about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Don't wait that long. And there's a pop-up, and that'll do it for regulation. We went through 7 full innings. We've had some drama, but not a run on the board on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Scoreless baseball continues here. We go to the top of the 8th when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Carrier Dealer has been serving Southern Utah since 1983. They're the team you know and trust for all of your HVAC and plumbing needs. Schedule a spring AC tune-up and save up to 50% on select services. The sooner you call, the more you save. And remember, if you have a plumbing or HVAC problem, just call S&S Mechanical, your Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Back here on the Fan Sports Network, Devin Dixie, Connor Collins. Excited to bring you Region 10 baseball. And this one, I would say expect the unexpected. And we've got it here tonight. 2 great hitting teams, but pitchers have ruled supreme so far in this one, CC.
Yep, yes they have. And, man, it's one of those games getting here into extra innings. Want to just see somebody get a little contact on the ball. But, man, pitching has been the name of the game.
Get my charger going. I'm running out of juice, so get that the old
oh, hey, Double D, just got an update on a little something you and I were talking about on the show this morning. Draymond Green, star for the Warriors, is going to be suspended 1 game for the stomp on Sabonis.
Come on.
The stomp heard around the world.
Come on. Let him play.
I agree, but no, here, we're talking about letting them play. I would love to see if Crimson Cliffs could get something rolling. We know they have some guys who can really swing the bat, have some power behind them. The weather isn't going to permit any home runs here, I'm not thinking, but if we can get 1 or 2 line drives just to drop into that center left field or that center right field, there might be an opportunity to get something rolling.
It's been tough to do, and Bell's going to stay out there, and he's going to have maybe a batter 2, 3, depending on how quickly he can work. But I don't know how far. What was he? 99? No, Yates is in the pitch.
Yeah,
that's Yates. That's 14, not 4, correct?
Yeah, this is going to be Yates coming in.
Yeah, so you knew he couldn't finish the inning, so you just go get him, and so Yates will come in to throw now. So Coach Gibson has finally went to the bull. Great effort tonight from Case and Bell. Going to get a no decision though, as is Javen Ross, and so it's Morris and Yates now that'll be the pitchers of record, and it'll be the number 9 batter stepping in to lead off for the Mustangs, Fahey Vanuela. And first pitch swinging, and ooh, he just felt like he was a little late on squaring that one up, and it's just strike 1.
Yeah, you felt like he had a good shot at that. I think he felt like he had one too. Good crack on the bat, but just out of bounds for the foul.
Welcome in our viewers tonight. Watching on the fansportsnetwork.com, KSLsports.com, I believe picking up the game tonight as well. Listening on the radio. And eventually we'll get to our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show, but some bonus extra inning baseball for you between the top 2 teams, and there is hit number 3 for the Mustangs tonight. Fahey puts it right up the middle off of Yates, and the leadoff man is aboard, and Jager Baldwin, top of the order, stepping up next.
Yep, and this is where you want to be here if you're Crimson.
You have Yeager coming in. This is one of your big power hitters. Baldwin can go ahead, send somebody home. But Fahey just doing a very good job keeping things alive. You know, on that first pitch, connected. Thought he had a good shot at sending it, just fouls out. Second pitch he takes, good connection on it, sends it right down for a live drive in the middle. Here comes the bunt there by Baldwin.
But fouled out of play.
Yeah, I was going to say, not often do you see a bunt go flying 7 yards out behind the net.
Baldwin now behind 0-1. We'll see if he squares the bunt again here. Both these skippers have went to some sacrifice situations. He'll square the bunt. He lays it down. High chopper, and it spins fouls. 0-2.
Saw one of those earlier. Thought we almost had the play. But this time, good awareness by both the ump and Erickson to say, hey, if we're going to let it drop, let's let it roll out.
So Baldwin will retrace back to the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. As always, going to hand out our Jersey Mike sub of the game. Got some guys in the bullpen. Could be one of the guys that ends up winning this game on the mound.
Yeah, we saw Morris make that nice play when he came in. Not just pitching, but also a good job fielding a couple outs.
You got to feel like the player of the game might be the playmaker play of the game in a game like this. We'll see. Third hit of the night for the Mustangs. 1 on, no outs, extra innings, top of the 8th inning. Jager Baldwin in the batter's box. Braxton Yates, the lefty. And it's a swing and a drive into center field. And Franco goes back and dropped it. He dropped the ball. But the runner had froze, and now it gets away. And now the runner is going to get to second and third with nobody out. Uh-oh, couple mistakes there for the Flyers.
Oh, no, and just like that, second and third base loaded. You got Fahey on third, Baldwin now over to the second.
Yeah, that play, let's take a look. It's hit well. Baldwin gets a good rip, so Franco turns, then he gets to it, squares up, and it just looked like it just popped off the mitt. Kicked a couple feet away, and then his throw airmails the cutoff guy, which really wasn't out to cut it because I think he thought he was going to catch it. And so that means this is the first time tonight, second and third with no outs. Great opportunity, and it's the first error of the game. Did they give him 2 there?
I believe they did, yes.
On the throw, and yep, so both errors scored, and I agree with it. The throw was not there, and Franco will maybe get another chance to redeem himself there after the miscue.
And this is where Crimson Cliffs wants to be now with West on the in the. Yep. I'm even going to pronounce my B batter box. Here we go.
Buck Brand Beef.
Buck Brand Beef. One of these days I'm going to nail it.
It's a mouthful. And a swing and a miss from West there, from Yates.
West just 1 for 3 on the night.
So you've got runners on second and third, nobody out.
Yep, you're correct. He did get a hit. So actually, that Fonwela hit was the 4th of the game. I think I said it was the 3rd. I forgot about Ty's hit. Sorry, Ty. I love you, bud. And big moments. This is really going to prepare these two teams for playoff baseball. A game like this, you know, the advantage, I think, Crimson's already played a couple similar games like this with those 2 games against Snowcan. They were both 1-0 wins where they split with the Warriors. That's their only region loss of the year. A swing and a miss, and it's an S&S mechanical strikeout for Yates.
Yeah, nice pitch there by Yates. You can see West a little frustrated, rightfully so.
Well, you want to be the hero, right? You want to make something happen there and break a scoreless tie, and he wasn't able to do it. So a little frustration. Good pitch by Yates, though.
See what Maynard is able to do here. Runners on third and second.
And now Yates, long look in. Ready to go. Nods his head, lefty delivery, inside, just a hair. By the way, the numbers on Braxton Yates, the junior, 2.80 ERA. He's 2-1. Made 6 appearances, 1 complete game. and 1 save to his credit this year. So chance to pick up win 3 potentially. But right now he's got to work out a little trouble after errors, and now Coach Gibson's going to come out to the mound for a meeting.
Yeah, just wants to get a little conversation, now that you have runners on second, runners on third. Got to be safe here.
Appreciate some of our great sponsors, House of Jump, Luke Udy, American Family Insurance, our friends at Bose Auto Parts. I mean, I thought we might get a crucial part of the game earlier than we have, but man, I feel like it's kind of right now, CC, for both teams, for Yates and the Flyers defense here with, 1 out and runners on second, third, and for Crimson, can they get that big RBI hit that has eluded them all night long?
Yeah, it's bases loaded. Starley up.
Oh yeah, the walk. My mistake. That's my second mistake of the night. I'm off tonight. Starley can hit it. He's been swinging it all year long. Takes and misses.
Not a position Yates and the Flyers want to be in right now. Bases loaded, only 1 out.
Breck's hitting .419 and a foul into the dirt. Ball batted around there. Ridge has it from McKay Wright, and he'll trot it and run it back out to Yates. Coach Gibson asking for an explanation, walked out toward home plate, got his answer, and walked back to the dugout. Big moments here. Getting 1 out in extra innings. Starley's having a laugh with the umpire about something. They're chatting. Starley, how about 27 RBIs, 5 home runs? 14 home runs as a team, but again, wind blowing in tonight, it would be a bomb. Still blowing probably 12 to 15 miles an hour straight in. And it's outside. 2-1 the count. And you don't need a home run here, CC. You just need a nice, solid piece hit, and you don't want to try to overswing. You just want to put the ball in play, try to hit something in the alleyway, and a swing and a drive, and it's foul. Man, he pulled it. Ended up 5 or 6 feet left of the third base bag.
And Starley can be careful here. He's got bases loaded. He can wait to get that pitch.
That count now 2-2. Yeah, a walk here would be as good as a hit, honestly. And Yates knows that. But so here we go. Big moments. Base is full. Nowhere to put Starley. 2-2 pitch down low. And he gets away. The runner is going to come. And it is going to be a throw. And he is safe. And Crimson takes the 1-0 lead. Fehi Vanuela with the speed. Steals home on a pass ball.
And just like that, we get our first score of the game there. Fehi scoring home.
And Coach Gibson is out to argue. Take a look at the replay here. So is it a pass ball or a wild pitch? I think it's a wild pitch. I think it skips to Ridge. Went through his legs. Yeah.
Never got touched before he tagged.
Did he touch home plate? That's what I think Coach Gibson came out
off
to confirm. And so now Starley has a full count and Crimson has the 1-0 lead. And that's big. First score of the night. We'll hang it on the board for our television audience. 1-0. Will it be enough, or do they need some insurance here? Starley walks, bases loaded once again. Just down low from Yates. Couldn't have missed by much.
Yeah, and this is that position we talked about, Double D, that you don't want to be in now if you're the Flyers. You got to find a way here to put this inning away. Just don't let them get any more than the one they got.
So the wild pitch, and now a walk, and bases loaded again.
And McKay Wright, who hit 2 home runs in the same game last week, up to bat. See if he's got something in store here. Maybe get a RBI or 2 for the Mustangs.
So 1-0. We'll reset here. Stoppage. It's not a pinch hitter. What do we got? Umpire was writing something in his notebook. Maybe the run. How big was this? He was flying too, and it was close on that play at the plate moments ago. Wow. Ball one. Crowd moaning. They didn't like it.
No, crowd starting to let the umps hear a little bit. We've seen a few calls. I think we heard some grunts and owns on that last one, too, with the slide into home. A few people thought he might have been tagged out, but gave Fahey the score for the Mustang.
And that one missing, just downstairs. Again, 1-0. You just heard it, you just saw it. And now nowhere to put McKay Wright. And a swing and a pop-up, it'll get out of play. Back behind the press box here at Dixie High School.
You can feel the tension in the air here now. Yates lining this one up. 2-1 count. McKay Wright.
And called strike. And 2-2 the count now on McKay Wright. You know, if you're Dixie, you got to think, okay, can we roll up a double play here, get a strikeout, go get another one here, and then try to find a way to make something happen offensively. No hits tonight for the Flyers, though. They don't have that going for them. But they are to the bullpen, but Morris has been great coming in for Javen Ross, and they have combined for the no-hitter. Really, unearned run there. I mean, the 2 errors, costly.
Very costly here. And we talked about that. That was one of the keys here in the pregame that we mentioned. You're going to have to see good fielding against this team, especially now that you know the wind's coming in fact.
Now there's the pitch and a swing and a miss at an S&S mechanical strikeout. Down goes McKay Wright.
And just like that, you're 1 out closer to just retiring the side. And if you're Yates, you just want to get out of it, right? You know, you're looking at this, bases loaded. But here we are, Soto, someone who's had success tonight. 2 for 3 on the night.
Yeah, guy you want at the plate tonight, that's right. Yates. And a bunt, and it's a good one. And here comes the play, and Logan Levitt tries to barehand it, and everybody is safe, and it's 2-0 as Jager Baldwin touches home.
And just like that, Petey Soto Jr. keeping it rolling, comes in.
Perfectly executed. Big time execution there by the senior. And that's plays like that is what Coach Fadenauer at Utah Tech loves, and that's why he's recruited Petey Soto and got the commitment.
Smart IQ, knew he had the bases loaded, found the soft spot in the field, bunt right to the third baseman, and nice play.
Infield single. We were showing you the strikeout prior. Don't think we caught that on a replay. That's okay. So 2 down. Bases loaded still. 2-0 score. Crimson here in the top of the 8th. Extra innings. Parker's Andrus. Parker into the Buck Brand Beef batter's box. And Yates rocks, fires, swing and a miss. Big cut there from Parker. Dad Nate. It's definitely an athletic family, the Andrews. I remember calling a lot of Bronson's games, baseball and football at Desert Hills High School. Great prep career. And Parker now 2-2, and here is the windup in the pitch and a swing and a miss, and he got him, but not before the damage done. 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 costly errors, and it is 2-0. Mustangs lead. Final chance for the Flyers when we go to the bottom of the 8th here on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
At Dino Crossing, Santa Clara, and in Hurricane, think Bucks.
Markets are...
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org. First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Well, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcome.
Back live, and it's 2-0 Mustangs leading. Devin, Dixie, Connor Collins, thanks for hanging out with us on your Tuesday night Boulevard home game of the week. Hadn't settled anything through 7 CC, and now the Flyers desperate to score some runs and try to walk this thing off, or at least force, a 9th inning here potentially.
Yep, and it looks like now we're going to see, is this still Morris that they brought out? Yep, looks like it is still Morris that they have out on the mound. So trying to finish it out here for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Good way for them to get that 2 scores, though. The damage was done before the inning could be retired. So let's see now if Dixie Flyers got anything in the bag.
And it'll be not desperation time, but uber focused. I mean, you have to really lock in. One pitch at a time. You can't get it back on one swing if you're Franco. And Franco knows, had the error, 2 errors actually. The bobbled ball he dropped, and then now he wants to make up for it. He's going oppo, but it's going to hang in the air, and Baldwin's going to track it down for out number 1.
Yeah, it looked like Baldwin for a second almost overshot it. Was able to throttle down, track that ball, bring it in, and that's an easy out there for the Mustangs.
So now down to 2 outs. And here is Max Orton, second baseman for the Flyers. Morris rocks, fires, swing, and a foul tip. He caroms off the backstop, a cement barrier, and goes out to second there to Maynard. Ty gets it back to Morris. This was kind of a big one, Flyers at home tonight, trying to stay undefeated. And they're not dead yet, but they're on the ropes here. And a swing and a pop-up, and that'll get up and out of play. Another Cache Valley Bank foul ball. Good crowd tonight. Seen some jackets, a few blankets with the little cloud cover that came in the wind tonight. I'm not a weatherman, but I know that with all the snowpack, it wouldn't be bad to have a slow temperature rise to swing and a high rising heater there, and it is strikeout. And now the Flyers down to 1 last grasp here. And that was out of the zone, CC.
Yeah, and that's Morris there with his first strikeout on the night, but very, very timely. Need these right now. 2 outs. This is a good chance for Crimson Cliffs to put the game away. Zepped up to bat.
Yep, right fielder ready to go. And that one missing, ball 1. Been some big plays, some big calls. It's felt like playoff baseball tonight. You have the feeling it's not that far-fetched to think that these 2 teams could meet again on a Thursday or a Friday, the 18th or 19th of May.
No, not at all. I'd almost be willing to count on it.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 now the count, down to their final strike. And their final out of the night as well. And here's the pitch from Morris. And just outside the K zone.
Yeah, Morris looked that one down the line, thought he had it.
He was kind of waiting for that call, and it just never came.
See if he can put it in here.
2s across the board. 2-0 lead for the Mustangs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th. Morris, windup. The righty delivers, and it's popped up and out of play. Coming up, we'll have the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry Postgame show. Hand out our Jersey Mike sub of the game, our Appliance Tool Sellers Plus Playmaker play of the game. Obviously, pick our player of the game by Hearst Ace Hardware. Defensive play of the game, and a swing and a miss, and that'll do it. It's the Mustangs on the road tonight, going to 8-1 regional play. Flyers dropped to 6-1. An incredible pitching performance, a combined no-hitter for Javen Ross and Aaron Morris. The second time they've done that in the last couple of weeks. They did it against Snow Canyon 2 weeks ago, and they do it again tonight. And, you know, I think a really good decision. At the time, I wasn't sure, but, you know, you go back to when they lifted Ross after 5, and Coach Abbott, his teams are shaking hands and giving each other a little love and appreciation. A great game tonight. He walked him on 4 straight pitches, and they were all high and away. And so I think that was a sign maybe for Coach Abbott that Ross was tiring a little bit.
Yeah.
And now is as good a time as any to go get him with just, you know, a leadoff walk, where Morris didn't have to come in with, you know, runners on second and third if things escalated.
And I think if I'm correct, right around 80 pitches is where Ross kind of started to tap out a little bit in that other game, too, where Morris came in to pitch a no-hitter. So it does look like they have a little bit of a system. It seems that, you know, if you trust Ross starts you off, let Morris come in and finish it. He's been a good closer for this Mustang team, and just like that, they get another good win under their belt, beating a Dixie Flyer team.
Rematch will be Friday night over at Crimson Cliffs. Should be entertaining, to say the least. And then, of course, our Bucks Ace Hardware look ahead. We're going to switch things up. We're going to go over to Snow Canyon and do the rematch between the Warriors and the Thunder. So, again, the final on the Wilkinson scoreboard, 2-0. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll come up and clean it all up, just like Dr. Cody at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, with the post-game wrap-up show after this quick break.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Petey Soto had the...
Hey, we're back, everybody, live from Dixie High, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Make your kids feel right at home. They always got the new patient special, $79, cleaning, exam, and x-rays. One low price. Call and schedule. You summertime coming. Now's a great time to start scheduling for your kids' dental needs this summer. See why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. For our TV audience here inside of our postgame show, we're going to roll some highlights for you while we hand out some awards. But first, some Adams Wealth Advisor statistics tonight. The combined no-hitter. Ross, we kind of touched on it there before going to the break there at the end of the game with Ross and then Morris. That is a recipe for success. It's now the second time in the last really 2.5 weeks that they have done that, and you got to give Justin Abbott a little bit of credit.
Yeah, you know, it comes down to coach knowing when do you give your guys those rests, when are you able to take them out, because sometimes, you know, somebody catches momentum and you just want to let them run. But I think this was a good scenario. You go ahead, you pull out Ross, bring in Morris, and those two combine again for a no-hitter. It's been a winning formula. Why go away from it?
I think I want to go Hearst Ace Hardware players of the game. When you have two pitchers that have done that now twice in 2.5 weeks, I think that's where we should go. Let's give it to Javen Ross and Aaron Morris, your co-Hearst Ace Hardware MVPs. 2 stores, heart of Cedar City, heart of Boulevard and Bluff, St. George. Ace the place, a variety of products at prices that please. Look at some of the other statistics in this one tonight. playmaker play of the game, I think you got to give it to the speed of Fehi Fanuela for darting home, going, jumping instantly, taking off. Even on that wild pitch, I thought Ridge Erickson did a great job. He went and got it, he threw it, and the tag was a split second late. So I probably, there was the first run, we're in extra innings. It's probably where you got to go with our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game.
Yeah, I would agree. The only other person who I might be looking at would be P.D. Soto Jr. just because he did have those 3 hits, that last bunt, the one scoring the second run, just to kind of, like we talk about insurance. But like you said, Fehi taking a risk, going for the home plate, even though it's a loaded base, guys right there, takes the risk and gets rewarded.
Yeah, you take nothing away from P.D. Soto. 3-for-4 tonight with an RBI on that bunt at the end of the game. Great performance for P.D. in a game in which there was 5 total hits, and he had 3 of them. The only other 2 hits, Ty West and Fanuela. And Fanuela, by getting a leadoff hit, I thought that, and then scoring the go-ahead run at the time, they added another one moments later on that next play. But that's a total team effort, right? When you're up against Kaysen Bell tonight, who was terrific. I mean, Kaysen Bell, the Flyers starter, goes 7 full innings, 3-hit baseball, strikeouts at 9, 3 walks, tremendous. Ross goes 5, Morris goes 3, combined no-hitter. They combined to strike out 7 and walk 4. So, Bell may be the more dominant stat sheet, but he gets a no decision tonight. But it was an impressive start for Kaysen Bell. And anybody that has to face Bell in the postseason, watch out, because when Bell's on the mound, the Flyers are dangerous.
Yeah, we talk about it again. 9 strikeouts on the night. Just one of those guys who can really be your ace in the hole out of pitcher position. That very, very key. Got to give him credit.
Yeah.
Took care of business.
So some other Adams Wealth advisors, Baldwin with the run scored. West with a hit, 1-for-4 tonight. Soto 3-for-4 with the run with an RBI, and Fanuela 1-for-2 with a hit and a run scored. Really good win for Crimson. Again, they go to 7-1 in region, or 8-1 in region. No, 7-1. No, 8-1. They're 8-1 now. Keep second guessing myself. Flyers go to 6-1, but they already had the bye week. Crimson has not.
Yes.
That'll come next week, and then they'll play Hurricane, and we'll see if maybe Trey. You got to remember, still Barber is not getting any playing time. Trey Evans, their star, do-it-all guy from last year, is still nursing the hamstring. I mean, this team has even more pitching. They are just loaded this year. They're like. Everybody knows, trying to go back-to-back state championships. And tonight was a convincing win in that direction, but it was not easy tonight.
No, not at all. But those are the kind of wins that you got to get in the regular season to get ready for the postseason. You want those gritty wins where you get down to the extra innings and it comes down to those 1 or 2 hits, a guy stealing home, and got to be impressed with what Crimson was able to put together here today.
Our Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Morris coming in and finishing up the no-hitter there.
Yep, it's got to be Morris. Defensive play of the game. I love that play at the plate.
By Morris, yeah, where he just went down.
Covering the play.
Yeah, you had Starley come back, scratch back, gets it over to Morris, gets a quick out at 1, and that's what kept it 0-0 as Dixie was trying to make a run.
Yeah, Dixie had some chances, but Crimson gets the 2-0 win. We're inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Appreciate Adams Wealth Advisors bringing you some stats. Not a lot of hitting stats tonight. Team batting averages might dip just a little bit, but can't wait for the rematch on Friday night. And again, our Bucks Ace Hardware look ahead. We'll have Desert Hills at Snow Canyon. By the way, 6-2 the final in that game. Snow Canyon gets the win, so they'll be looking for payback on Friday night after that one did not go the way of the Thunder wanted, and they were at home tonight. And so we'll see, and you can hear and you can watch all of our baseball games simulcast on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. So thanks to Morgan Pest Control for naming Breck Starley to Aaron Morris, a tag at home plate to keep the Flyers off the scoreboard, and they go on to win 2-0 in extra innings tonight. Final thoughts, CC?
Just excited. Another good region game. You know, every time we've seen Crimson Cliffs come out, we saw impressive pitching, but I got to say the star for me was seeing Best out there and just really light it up. So really fun game. Excited to see what goes on next, and I'm expecting these two teams to meet up again come playoffs.
So Ross and Morris combined for the no-hitter. Petey Soto 3 hits and a 2-0 win. And we will see you next time. For Connor Collins, for the rest of our crew, Rory back in the Findlay Hyundai studios, and of course for Cody Peck, our video producer, our camera people. Thanks for watching and listening tonight, where it is a final. Crimson wins it. Them at Snow Canyon and Dixie now all have one region loss. 8-1, 8-1, and 6-1. And we've got just a cluster of Region 10 teams atop the RPI rankings. The only other team from up north that's kind of right there in the mix is Green Canyon, who is 9-4 entering this week. So that's going to do it for us on the telecast tonight on the Fan Sports Network. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll see you on Friday, where we'll shift away from this series for a night and bring you Snow Canyon and Desert Hills. Until then, enjoy your rest of your Tuesday night, and we'll see you at a ball game real soon.